on, Blazer.
It's a beat for me.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Good morning, everybody. Y'all get in here and like the video, girl. We got some things to discuss. Y'all get in here and like the video. What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. No, what today is? Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, today Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Crystal. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? Y'all get up in here. We got a lot going on. I was over there watching this channel. It's a girl from New Orleans named Too Much Tea. She got the full breakdown on that Toya situation. Well, the live with Lil Walt. Y'all, if y'all get a chance, y'all go check it out. It's called Too Much Tea. I was like in the middle of it. I was like, I gotta come back after I go live. But she got the full live. I don't know where she got it from because this crazy. I had went on my Facebook, my personal Facebook, and my personal Instagram, and the like I'm friends with Lil Walt. But it's old pages, so I don't know what his new pages is on. So I'm like, where she get that from? You know what I'm saying, girl? I'm trying to see what's going on. But anyway, she got it over there on Too Much Tea. Y'all go support. It's another sister from New Orleans, so y'all go support. Y'all get up in here and like the video because I'm trying to see what's going on. So today we have a few things to discuss. Oh, girl, Nene LaBoy, Brent. That's what, girl. I seen him coming out of that doggone hospital. Well, he's not coming out, but he was walking for the first time in a long time. Nene's son, Brent, you guys, he suffered a heart failure, I want to say, and he had a heart transplant at he's in his 20s. That is ridiculous. We're gonna talk about that. I didn't put this in the description, but I will when I get off if I remember. But we're going to talk about the Central Park 5 and the Donald Trump lawsuit. Scammer is over there at the church house, girl, with Pastor Jamaal, Pastor Holy, you know what I mean, of all people. But it makes sense because I keep telling y'all, all these people are really, hanging with each other behind the scenes. It just looks like that, it looks like it's separated to us, but they all run in the same circle. That's why TD Jakes and all of them hang out with Diddy. He's 25. Okay, yeah, and that's too young. Tell y'all something too about this, and we're gonna talk about it later. We are not gonna normalize 20-some-year-olds having heart failure. We should not be normalizing, because that's a level of acceptance, and we won't do anything about it. We should not be normalizing 20-some years old, 30-some years old with doggone breast cancer and things of that nature. Yes, Brent is the baby. Brent is the baby. We're not gonna normalize that. I rebuke that. We're not normalizing that because, see, the internet will make y'all think that this is normal. Normal kids in their 20s are not having cancer and heart attacks and heart failure. I don't care what nobody say online. And guess what? They're going to have some people say, well, that's not true because 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, my uncle or my aunt had a situation in their 20s and 30s. Those were what we called anomalies, meaning they weren't the norm. That wasn't what happened on average. See, now it's happening so much. And the reason that social media has us normalizing these things is because they don't want us to look at what really happened. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Because this is ridiculous. I didn't too particularly. When I saw that, my heart, first of all, it broke. But then I'm just like, but honestly, what people don't understand is this is going on a lot. We are not normalizing this. No, we're not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. Y'all can. I'm not. Or whoever, chooses to. But y'all get in here and like the video. Hold on right quick. Let me get this other line up. Yeah, I'm I'm trying to get my other line up. But yeah, we're not going to normalize that. So not only that, we're talking about DJ Envy defends Diddy, Judge Joe Brown and Candace Owens sat down yesterday. I was in the live, but I was cooking, so I couldn't really like. I had to go back and listen to it again. But Judge Joe Brown did a sit down with Candace Owens discussing the Scamala thing. Scamala down at the church house. Like I said, T.I. got tax lien soon as he got that doggone money. I told y'all they don't want to see no Negro get no $71 million. We'll get into that. And most importantly, Sapelo Island, Gullah Geechee. So shout out to the subby who sent me that video from Pink Book Lessons about Sapelo Island, because see, that wasn't in the algorithm. And I got a video. I'm doing a video. I've been doing research on this since yesterday, since the young lady, whoever it was, sent it to me. I've been doing research on that since yesterday. I will have a video. I will record it today. Hopefully, I can get it to y'all by this evening. If not, for sure this morning, because I do want to go live this evening. But yeah, that I done found out a lot about Sapelo Island in that Gullah Geechee area. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, Tina says, my son died in his 30s of massive heart attack. Healthy young man, broke me still more than his death. I am so sorry to hear that. And my prayers and condolences are with you. I am so sorry that you had to go through that. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. But yeah, we're gonna get into a few things, y'all. Let me see, is that everything? I think that's it. Yeah. We'll get into that. So let's start with, let's see, where are we gonna start? Oh Lord, where do I even want to begin, child? Hold on, y'all. Y'all get in here and like the video, cause girl, my nerves be bad. My nerves really be bad for real. I did not mean to pull them up here. Get Hansel and Gretel up off of here. Get Hansel and Gretel off of here. And since they on here, maybe it was meant for me to bring them up. Let me tell you something. You see these two colonizers here? It took for me to watch, was it Lil Bill? Lil Bill. I just found him. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but he does a great job at deep diving. He's like a FD signifier. They kind of have similar styles. But let me tell you something. You see that Jay-Z? He is just as much of a colonizer as the black woman who turned clear in front of our eyes. I'm talking about Beyonce. Yes, ma'am. These two are a match made in heaven as it pertains to how they just colonize around the industry. Let's talk about it. Both are talented. But at the end of the day, she's a colonizer because all she do is take from people's stuff and then put it out. And he does the same exact thing, man. Y'all gotta go check out that video. What video was it? Oh, it was about Drake. It was about who Drake was. They were saying who he was and how he get in. I can't remember the name of the video, but y'all go check out Lil Bill, man. That deep dive was lit. I listened to that the other day going shopping. But yeah, I didn't mean to bring up Hansel and Gretel, but since they on here, these both are colonizers. I know y'all like them. I know y'all love them, and that's fine. But they colonizers. They take from the little and they go out there and put it out big. And honestly, if it wasn't for Biggie, which I didn't need the video to tell me this, if it wasn't for Biggie not being here, there would be no Jay-Z and Pac, because Pac wouldn't let him live. And then if it wasn't for a host of girls, A. Marie, Carrie Hilson, a host of the girls, Aaliyah, a host of the girls. Okay, girl, you know what? Talk about it being true love. Listen, then turn back around and did me and my girlfriend, both of them colonizers together. I didn't even think about that. Girl, they sure did. All I need in this life for sin. Girl, if Tupac was here, girl, he would have never. Do you hear me? He would have never. This Negro here, this girl, look, don't get me started. I'm about to call him something bad. I'm about to call him something real bad. Don't get me started, y'all. Don't get me started. I'm about to say something real bad that y'all would say, but voodoo. Don't you think you shouldn't have said it? Shut up, girl. I'm roasting. I'm gagging. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, girl. I'm not gonna remember taking my daughter to see Beyonce years ago. Who would have thought, girl? When Beyonce played Nala in The Lion King with that mellow tone voice, girl, sounding like a low alto. Talking about she Nala on The Lion King. I ain't even seen it. I just seen the little clips that was on TikTok and Twitter. I said, now who called her to go play Nala? Bitch, Nala sound like the mama off of Coming to America. I couldn't believe it. Who called Beyonce to go play Nala? Nala sounded like the mama off of Coming to America. Put a sock in it, Joffrey. The boys in love. Tight tees. You know what I mean? I said, now who did this? Who did this? Who asked for this? Girl, I couldn't believe what I was hearing from just the little clips. You know what I'm saying? Nala supposed to be a little young, whippersnapper. And here come Beyonce. Girl, shout out to the Beehive. Don't come for me. But I said what I said and I meant it. And, it just is what it is. Girl, I couldn't believe it. Girl, I don't know who was the person who said, yeah, this is what we gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, I be wondering who in the board meetings and stuff. But anyway, I didn't mean to put them on here, girl. Colonizers. Remember, hey, and that's another thing. I'm glad I brought that up too. Y'all are gonna have to get used to the fact that it's gonna be some of us that we're gonna have to get rid of. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna have to get used to that. Let me take that down. Get off of here, colonizers. Who else I got on here, girl? I'm trying to see where I want to start. Y'all, I'm taking Saint to the groomer. Saint is going to the groomer, so he's in the car right here, acting like something wrong with him. Did I tell y'all Saturday, girl? His Gammy called me talking about, I don't know, something wrong with him. He keep throwing up. Girl, bring him to the vet. Them people try to take everything I own. I said, hold on, let me watch him for 24 hours, then we gonna come back. I said, let me watch him for 24 hours. Girl, that man talking about, let's give him antibiotics, antacids, and anti this and anti that. I said, we don't even know if he's sick. Oh, well, that's all right. We just gonna give him a shot of this, a shot of that, a pill for this, a pill for that. And I looked at Saint. Then look, he played it like a car dealership, girl. Then the man said, here's the invoice. I'll let you think about it. And he walked out the room and left me to think about it. So I'm looking at Saint and I'm like, Lord, I don't feel like you need all this, but Lord, I don't want nothing to happen to you. And so then he come back in. He said, what you think? I said, well, I can't afford this, and which I could, but I'm trying to wheel and deal, right? So then he said, well, come on. He said, let me go back to the drawing board. I'll tell you what he absolutely needs. Girl, come back with another invoice and then walked out and said, I'm going to let you think about it. Girl, I looked at Saint. Girl. Listen, this is where the fake came in. Girl, I looked at Saint. I say, Saint, look me in my eyes and talk to me, baby. Tell the truth. Do you really need all of this? Is you good? What should we do, Saint? Girl, Saint looked at me. I looked at Saint like, Lord, I said, I'm going to have to put it in your hands, God, because guess what? This nigga here. But Saint looked like he was all right. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he was gonna make it. So I looked at Saint. I said, so when the man came back in, no, I had to go find him. The man come back in. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna let me observe him for 24 hours, and if need be, then I'll come bring him back or whatever. And the man said, well, are you sure? Because I can work around the price. And I'm saying, why I feel like this man selling me a used car? Girl, I said, wait. I really felt like I was buying a car. I was like, why is this man talking about wheeling and dealing on the price? Like, what? Girl, I said, all right, I'm going to call you. Girl, I hurry up, got out there, paid the visitation fee, girl. And I looked at Saint when we got in the car. I said, Saint, we going to pray. We going to let the Most High make the decision. Girl, I'm so glad I ain't paid them people, girl. Wasn't nothing wrong with Saint. Girl, Saint been running and jumping and acting the fool the whole time. Girl, let me tell y'all something. Them people is crazy. Girl, I couldn't believe it. And see, that wasn't his regular vet. That was somebody else because it was an emergency. At least I thought, girl. I'm so glad my baby all right because he sure was going to look. in the still by and by. Girl, with the price that man gave me, girl, please. Girl, we would have been slow singing and flower brain. I'm just playing, saying I love you. Mama just playing. I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? Don't he knew. Girl, but them vets don't play. They don't play. Do you hear me? Shh. And then left me in there to look at them. I think that was a strategy, girl. They left me in there to look at Saint, girl. And Saint sitting on the doggone the little table, girl. And I'm looking at Saint like, oh Lord, these people trying to. It's almost like you want to pull a plug or what, girl? Oh my child, my child. But we prayed about it, and the Most High had the last word. They say God will have the last word, and He did. He sure did. He sure did. Shout out to Saint. He made it through, huh? That's that Negro blood in him. Even though I think he's a clear dog, but you know, the jury's still out on if Saint is a clear dog. I think come here, let me take this out your head, boy. I think he's a clear dog. But nevertheless, y'all, let's start with DJ Envy defending Diddy. Ugh. Let's take this out of here. So DJ Envy, girl, last time I had a bill for $250. My French is a little crazy, but girl, Saint goes lick frogs. Girl, the first time Saint licked the frog, real quick. Saint come in the house, girl. No, I'm outside letting him, go to the bathroom or whatever. Girl, all of a sudden, he started shaking his head and started foaming at the mouth. And I said, oh my God. I was about to call 911. But I didn't know if the ambulance was going to come pick up a dog. So, girl, he's shaking, going, girl, it was like The Exorcist. It was like that. Y'all remember that movie? I mean, that episode on Martin when Tommy was in the chair when they went in the haunted house and the ghost got Tommy. Remember that? Girl, he was like, girl, foaming at the mouth. I thought he was going. Girl, I had my pajamas on. I just grabbed my coat, girl, ran, grabbed my keys, grabbed my purse, and ran out the door, girl, to the vet, girl. I was scared. I didn't know. Now, I seen the frog, and so I get there, and listen, this is how you know it be a setup. This clear lady was crying because her cat had died. Girl, listen, Saint was a little baby. The lady was in the other room crying, letting go her dog, girl. Her cat, because the cat died. Girl, and I'm looking at Saint because by this time he had to stop foaming at the mouth. So I'm looking at Saint like, oh Lord, he going to glory. He gonna have to go to glory. So girl, I'm saying, oh my Lord, oh my God, oh my God. Girl, get back there. The vet looked at him. Took his temperature and all of that and whoop the whoop. Girl gave him some water and something to settle his stomach and said, oh yeah, see, dogs be licking frogs, and when they lick frogs, it dehydrates them so much that it causes them to foam at the mouth. So Saint was foaming at the mouth, and that's why he was, it was because he was dehydrated, girl. But it turns out, now that cost me $250. I ain't gonna lie. That cost me $250 for that man to give Saint some water in and some Pepto-Bismol, if you ask me. Girl, I looked at Saint when we left out of there. I said, see the next frog you lick, nigga? We gonna do home remedy. I'm gonna just let you foam at the mouth. And sure enough, listen, Saint done licked about 3 more frogs after that. And every time I just put his little water bowl out. Girl, listen. Every time I put his little water bowl out, we not doing that. I'm not about to play with Saint. Glad it wasn't poison. So the vet said the only ones that's real poisonous, or he said they all poisonous, but the only ones that are lethal, or he said they're not in North America. He said, but it's the little bitty green tree frogs. He said, not them. He said, you gotta rush them down here. He said, but if it was a regular frog, it just, caused him to dehydrate. He'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? But I looked at Saint, girl, Saint done lick them frogs. Girl, please. Girl, I put his bowl right there and let him go through it. Do you hear me? I let him go through it, girl. Girl, please. Girl, I'd have been spending $10,000 playing with Saint. And he don't get it. He just go keep licking frogs. It's weird. God, I cannot. Girl, Saint, it's been many times Saint had to call on the Lord because he wasn't I wasn't calling no vet. Wasn't gonna do it. But anyway, let's get into it, girl. Let's get into DJ Envy, girl. I ain't gonna play this whole video because it's like 8 minutes. But DJ Envy sat down with his wife talking about why people shouldn't be quick to judge Diddy. Now, these the same people who be on there having Scamala on the Breakfast Club, giving her softball questions, not wanting to hold her accountable for nothing. These the same people. Now, he's on here talking about why he don't want to hold Scamala as equally, you know what I mean, accountable. I mean, not Scamala, Diddy. Talking about we shouldn't rush to judge Diddy. It's him and that vanilla wife he got. Now, I done already told y'all on this channel. If you're new to the channel, you probably ain't heard this, but I already feel like it's a curse because two light-skinned people not supposed to be together. And that's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it might be. I feel like it is. Listen, two light-skinned people is not supposed to be together. It's just not. Okay, it's an unwritten rule. Two light-skinned people is not supposed to be together, and they're not supposed to have children. It's just a fact. And the fact that both of them light-skinned it, you know what I mean? It tells me it's a red flag off the cuff. It's a red flag because y'all both beige and y'all both the same color beige. That's, you know what I mean? Think about it. How often y'all see two light-skinned people together? You don't hardly see it. So that's already automatically a red flag. Okay, so I don't trust nothing these two say because both of them light-skinned, and that's just that. Because two light-skinned people is I'm telling you, it's an unwritten rule in the Bible. You're not supposed to procreate, and you're not supposed to be together. It's just not supposed to go like that. One of y'all supposed to go, both of y'all supposed to go find somebody darker than y'all. Like, you know what I mean? And procreating a bunch of, and they got about 5, 6 of them little beigettes running around, huh? Girls, poor churn, like little albinos. I'm just saying. They said two light-skinned people make the albinos or something like that. I don't know, girl. I'm just saying, y'all like the video, and let's get into some of these. I'm telling you, it's science, girl. They say two light-skinned people make albinos. Girl, y'all not supposed to do that. Anyways, let's get into this doggone interview, child, and I'm gonna come right back.
I want to talk about Diddy.
Okay. Like everybody else in the world?
Yeah. The reason I want to talk about
join
Diddy,
in.
what is your thoughts about Diddy?
What are my thoughts? That's
Yeah, what are
such
your
a
thoughts?
broad
I'm just
question.
just crazy because everybody has their
You want to
opinion.
narrow that question down? There's a lot of thoughts about Diddy.
Well, with everything that's going on, do you have an opinion? I mean, you've seen everything that's going on, and I'm sure people would love to hear your opinion.
Well,
what's your thoughts on everything that's going on?
People in the industry and around the industry have heard all of this for many, many, many years. I've known people that have claimed to be eyewitnesses to all types of stuff that have gone on, as do you. So now it's kind of like, wow, it seems like everything's coming to a head right now. And it seems like he is going to be in hot water, so hot that there is no recovery. There's no recovery from it. Because let's just say, playing devil's advocate, he's found innocent on all charges. His reputation is ruined. The damage is done. I never like to say that I believe something is true until I've been presented with all of the facts. And we haven't been presented with all the facts.
That's true.
We saw with our own eyes what happened between him and Cassie. So that doesn't need to be spoken of. We
Correct.
all are very, very, very clear on that. And I'm sure we all have very clear opinions about that. But relating to the new charges, we haven't seen the evidence. I can say that it appears as though he's guilty, but I can't cast my judgment until I hear a lot more about it. But it doesn't look good for him.
I will say this: Diddy's a freaky nigga. Like freaky. Like freaky Friday, freaky Thursday, freaky Monday, freaky Wednesday. And there's nothing wrong with being a freaky person.
There's nothing wrong with being a freaky person.
So the fact that he has 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube just means he just like to get shit popping. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing illegal about that. Now, the one thing I will say that I don't like is I don't like how people, I mean, everybody's going to crack a joke. I mean, it is what it is. I don't like how people convict him before hearing all of the evidence, right? I didn't like the fact that they didn't give him a bond. And the reason is he was going to put up $50 million, his house, his mom's house. The reason I feel that is he was giving up his passports. Diddy has 3 kids without a mom, right? Kim Porter passed away. So he has two twins that are 17 years old that don't have their dad right now and probably won't have their dad for the next 2 years until the trial is over. I feel like he should have got a bond and been able to fight this outside while he did. Harvey Weinstein had a bond. Bill Cosby had a bond. OJ had a bond. And people could say OJ ran. He took off and they chased him and he still had a bond. Now, in this society, it feels like you're guilty and you have to prove yourself to be innocent. But it should be the other way. You should be innocent to proven guilty. Now, the stories that I'm hearing, like I said, I don't know. Hopefully soon we'll see evidence, but I do think it's sad that somebody with such a great legacy is destroyed because of the things that he did. Now, if he did do the things that they said that he did, he should go to jail for a long time. If he did, absolutely, positively, not even looking back, he should fucking go to jail. But we'll see. And the reason I asked you is because, you know, people always ask, how does that affect how you listen to his music, though?
Oh, shut up, DJ Envy. First of all, why do they even have a doggone podcast? Can somebody help me out? Why does DJ Envy and his his wife, have a podcast? Girl, nah. See, everybody don't supposed to be doing this. This ain't for everybody. This is not for everybody, first of all. Second of all, let me say this. You know my problem with celebrities, especially the ones who've been around Diddy, who know what the hell been going on, is the fact that y'all been knowing what's going on. You not about to tell me, and let's look at it on our level. Let's look at it on our level. We are all regular people. We hear rumors about others, people, our peers, people in our circles, people who run with people in our circles. We all know the rumors about what's going on. We may not be able to substantiate said rumors, but we all know how it go. If everybody's saying the same thing about this person, it's probably true. And the thing about it is, they all literally know about what's been going on with Diddy. They know about the abuse. Let me tell you how I know. Remember that interview Young Jock did when he was talking about how he was with Diddy. He was on Vlad. He said he was with Diddy, and then one day Diddy just told Cassie one day just random to cut the side of her head, and he came back and the side of her head was gone. They know about what's going on. They know about it. They know about what's going on. But they sit up there and act like they don't know. And then they sit up here and say stuff like, well, it's innocent until proven guilty. But you know more than the regular person what, you know what I'm saying, what this man was into. And don't just say, oh, he got 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil. He just wanted to get freaky. Nah, you heard about what was in them bottles long before we did. You been knew, you been heard. You might not have been able to substantiate it, but again, the industry is super small. You done heard the stories. So you sit up here with your wife and y'all sit up here talking about, oh well, I don't know. No, DJ Envy, no. And then furthermore, wasn't you around here fighting a case with Caesar? Y'all around here taking people money, talking about building houses and things of that nature. You know, I'm real speculate, you know, what's the word? They suspect. That's all I'm gonna say. They hella suspect, and I don't like it. And DJ Envy is the first one need to shut up, because you know they say he was flued out to the parties too. And to the white girl, you don't know what's going on with your man. You don't know what's going on with your man, girl. And you don't know what he was doing at the parties, because according to this other interview I saw with this girl who done been to the parties, it's a lot of pole fighting. It'd be a lot of pole fighting at the parties. Now, was DJ Envy in the building? We'll have to ask that question, because they say, I didn't say it, they say it's a lot of pole fighting. Okay, my auntie, my Titi, thank you so much, Rochelle White, for the big time super chat, girl. You cuss up. Thank you, Titi. I appreciate you. I really gotta play the money dance on this one, because I ain't even see this coming. Let's get it. Thank you so much, much to my rich auntie. She says, good morning, Vu. Young lady, you are a treasure to your people and community. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you and thankful for your old and wise soul. Do something nice for yourself, and may the Most High continue to guide you and use you. Love and blessings. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much, TD. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, and you did. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You always come through, like most of y'all. A lot of y'all always, all y'all always come through and support. But you be overdoing it. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do this, and you did, and I'm so appreciative and so humble. And I thank you so much for your contribution today. Thank you. Thank you so much, y'all. And let me tell y'all something. I don't do this for the super chats, to be honest, or the cash app. Shout out to everybody who be sending me cash apps. I don't do this for that. I swear to God, I really be on here trying to like help, just give my perspective and hope that people take it and learn something from it, or apply it some way, or maybe just go even do the research on some of the stuff I be saying. I ain't gonna always get it right, y'all, but y'all really be holding me down, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, especially my TD. I'm so appreciative of your contribution. And let me say this too. I had somebody leave a comment last night asking me what are my solutions. I just want to say this to everybody who in the audience, man. A solution should never come from outside of you. Listen, hear me out. This is how they fool us with religion. This is how they fool us with school. They indoctrinate us to believe that our solutions come from outside of us. Every person, especially a Black American or Acorn, FBA, whatever, we all have the tools for everything that we need. Every single one of us. It's just a matter of applying. Now, we have been indoctrinated to believe that the answers are always on the outside. It's never been on the outside. The answers are on the inside. Now, people like myself and other people y'all might come across, they are just vessels that guide you to get to whatever solutions you feel is best for you. So please, I'm not here to give no solutions to nobody. I'm here to help with whatever knowledge I have. I'm still learning too. I'm here to, hey, genealogy, that's something we could look into. A whole lot of things that I speak about on this channel. I'm not giving no political solutions, no religion solutions, no nothing. I'm just giving my opinions on everything. I just want y'all to be able to look within yourselves and understand that the gods and goddesses that y'all are today, it has been suppressed. Everybody on here has every tool they need to be successful and make their own and draw their own conclusions and solutions. So please just use me and again, eat the meat, spit out the bones. Like I said, I ain't always right. Eat the meat, spit out the bones, but take that and do something with it and make your own solutions. I can only just give suggestions. That's it. Because I don't want to even have that responsibility of saying, oh, but voodoo said no. No, ma'am. Because then I don't feel like I have that in me to be that type of person. Like, oh, well, I'm gonna tell you what to do. This what you do. Boom, 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 boom. I don't even want that on my back. But that's all, y'all. I'm just trying to be a vessel to help y'all to come up with some solutions on your own. That's all. So please don't take it as, a slight when I say I'm not giving you no solutions. I'm really just trying to help out with my opinions. Again, thank you for the super chat, AT. That's why I bless you, because it's truly from your heart and you wanted to bring wisdom, knowledge, and information to the masses. Thank you so much. Man, you really cutting up this morning. I don't know what's gotten into you, but I'm here for it. Thank you, TD. I really appreciate you. Let's get the money dance up here. Hold on, girl. We got to get the money dance for my TD up here, girl, because you is cutting up, okay? Somebody had sent me an email about making me some little songs. I forgot who you was, and I was reading your email. I don't know if I responded or not. I had a lot going on last night, but I do want to get with you. Please send me another email. But anyway, thank you again, TD, for the support. You always come through and show support. I'm really appreciative and grateful to have you even over here. Thank you so much, and each and every one of y'all too. Cause it ain't about the money. Like I'm really, to be honest, I told y'all before, 99% of these morning jokes don't even be monetized, girl. I know the commercials might play sometimes during the live, but as soon as I be getting up, girl, it be yellow like a mug. Girl, they don't be paying me for this. But anyway, I'm on here because I want to be here. I love y'all. I care about y'all. But back to the DJ Envy thing. Listen. These people are well aware more than we are of who these people are and what they're doing. So I find it extremely disingenuous when they get on these platforms to the masses, because most of us won't even look into it. But they get on these platforms to the masses and they portray one thing when that's not really what it is. Y'all, they know more than us about what Diddy was accused of and what they done see. They've heard more about Diddy than we have. So when they sit on these platforms, and that's all these celebrities, no, none of them get a pass. When they sit on these platforms and they be like, oh, well, I think he should be innocent until proven guilty. We should give him a no, because you know who this person was, long before us. And I don't appreciate that. That really is, I feel like it plays on us and our intelligence. And I don't like when people make me feel like I'm slow or I'm stupid. That's the most disrespectful thing a person could do for me or do to me is lie to me in my face or look at me in my face and tell me a lie as if I'm stupid and slow. And I just find that to be the situation here as it pertains to that pale husband and that pale wife together making them albino churn. I'm just playing. I mean, well, I'm not playing. I said what I said. I ain't never seen their kids or whatever. But somebody put in the chat earlier, the best example you can get is King Harris. See what happened when T.I. got with Tiny? Y'all can't be doing that. You see what I'm saying? T.I. and Tiny made them churn. And look at him. King ain't been right since. Don't he look like a little albino? Don't he? So I know I ain't lying. I know what I be talking about. I don't know where it be coming from, but I don't know where it be coming from, but I know what I be talking about. I don't know. The ancestors must have said it. I don't know. It just be coming out. He do look albino, don't he? Albino like a dog, girl. All he missing is the nope, he got the hair color almost. Thank you, Esther, for the super chat. Now you can pay the vet bill. Yay, but I didn't I ended up not taking none of the options. So I only had to pay the $75 for the visit. Let me tell you something. Them people was trying to charge me $1,000 for saying, girl. Them people was trying to charge me $1,000. I looked at Saint and I said, Lord knows I don't want nothing to happen to my child. But we gonna have to give it to God. You know what I'm saying? This type of economy, girl. In the sweet. Let me stop. I'm just playing, y'all. I ain't gonna speak that on my child. Let's move on, y'all, because I ain't got time to keep playing with that man. What's that man name? DJ Envy or the Diddler. Let's move on. Y'all like the video. That's a wonderful way to support the channel, you guys. Y'all know y'all can just like the video. That's amazing. Okay. So now let's go to Tip. T.I. got a lawsuit, girl. Them people want his head off his shoulders. Girl, the people want his head. Girl, tell me why Tip got a $2 million tax lien. One thing about Uncle Sam, do you hear me? Uncle Sam do not play. Now, y'all know T.I. just won that lawsuit with the OMG girls. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember they just got, what they say, 71 mil, and they haven't seen that money yet. I don't know if the IRS saw Zanique go buy her a car, and then T.I. going online talking about how he ain't about to rap no more, and they said the lies you tell. You feel what I'm saying? The clears, they don't like that. They don't like no uppity nigger. You know what I mean? They just don't. It does something to their spirit. You know what I mean? And it bothers them, and they can't eat and they can't sleep, and they try to cry clear tears, but they don't come out. My mama told me, this is off the subject, but my mama said clear people don't cry, and I said, what? She said, you ever looked at a clear? She don't call them clear, but I call them clear. She said, you ever looked at a clear person try to cry? She said, they don't have no tears. I said, what? And I ain't gonna lie, it's very seldom you see it. You know what I mean? It's very. I'm not saying it don't happen. I don't know, but ever since I looked at it and then I started paying attention. First of all, it's hard. It's very rare you even see them cry. you know. But my mama said, mom be saying all type of stuff. You know, she one of them Hebrew Israelites peoples. So my mom be saying all type of crazy stuff. But my mama said, they don't be having no tears, girl. Now y'all pay attention. Come back and let me know. Come back and let me know now if y'all find something out. Cause I ain't gonna lie, one girl, my coworker, she started crying, and I was paying attention buku hard. You know what I'm saying? I was paying attention. And she kept wiping her nose. Now her nose did get red. Now one thing about them, they gonna turn red. You know what I'm saying? The nose did get red. But when she kept crying, she kept wiping the tears so fast I couldn't see. You know, so I was like, dang. You know, and they already clear, so then the tears are clear, so you can't. But she kept wiping her face so fast. She kept doing like this. And I'm like, I wanted to say, can you not wipe your face and let me see? You know what I mean? I wanted to say, can you, instead when the tears fall, can you not wipe your eyes and let me see something right quick? But I knew it wasn't the time because she was hurt, you know. She was really hurt, so I didn't do it. But I sure wanted to ask her to do me a favor right quick, please, if you can. Just don't wipe your face, let me just see something, you know. But I had to let her cry. She, you know, her husband was acting a fool, and you know how I go, type tease or whatever. I don't know why everybody be want to talk to me about their husbands and things, but they just be coming to me telling me all about their horrible lives, and I just be saying, ain't me. But moving on, T.I. had a tax lien, girl. T.I. had a tax lien, girl. Them people want his head off his shoulders. Girl, T.I. just got hit with a $2 million lawsuit, girl. The people say, you thought you was about to get this shmunions. Not today, Satan. They done hit him with the lawsuit. Let me go get the article, girl, so we can read it. Because I couldn't believe it. I said, Tip, now you done told them folks you not rapping no more, and the IRS says you lying to me. You lying to me. Now the IRS said, now get your ass back out there. Girl, poor Tip. Now he gonna have to come back out of retirement, girl. Let's get into it. Hold on, y'all. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Yeah, they was waiting to hit him, Kamika. Look, they was waiting on him. Oh, you want to go around hitting people with garbage cans, huh? You want to go around on podcasts telling people you ain't gonna work no more. Okay, yeah, I got you. I'm putting cases on all you niggas. That's what they said. Girl, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, girl. He just said that last week that he quit. He retired. Girl, get your tickets near you. You can have whatever you like. Girl, get a pair of tickets near you. You can have whatever you like. Cause it's coming, girl. It's coming. He ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? They say we need 300 more likes. Y'all like the video, Lord. Y'all act like I be asking for y'all firstborn. Just like the video, Lord. So anyways, it says the lien stated that the rapper owed 383 million. 383,000 is too many digits. I ain't never had this much money. So hold on. T.I. is facing over a $2 million tax lien, according to the Blast. The lien stated that the rapper owed $383,512.45. You know, them digits threw me off. For 2021, and then $2,142,360.73 for 2022, bringing his total debt of $2,525,873.18. Now, where's Tip gonna get this money? Somebody help me out. Where is Tip about to get this money? It says the same situation occurred in 2015. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because I gotta park. I'm reading and driving, girl. Hold on, let me park. It says the same situation happened in 2015 when federal liens accused the couple of owing $1.3 million for 2012 and another $3 million for 2013. Tip, you been owing these people like this? What is happening? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because I gotta really get into it. I can't believe this. You know what? Them clears don't play. I keep telling y'all don't be believing me. Them clears don't play. So look, all right, I parked, y'all. So it says, Following the 2015 tax debt issues, the T.I. and wife Tamika Tani Harris settled millions in back taxes and has stayed clean of tax drama ever since until this year, per In Touch. I bet. The lien was reportedly filed in July, months before T.I. and Tiny won the $71 million copyright infringement verdict in September. Let me tell you something. Them people knew that T.I. and them was going to win. They knew T.I. and them was going to win. And they said, oh, yeah, hit them with the tax lien. Now this man got to pay them people $2.5 million and they want their money. They want their money. Girl, Tip, you know, I keep telling Negroes, and I don't understand why Negroes don't really get this. Yeah, they waited. Let me tell you something. I don't understand why Negroes don't understand. You cannot do what them people do. And then Negroes get big-headed. And I'm not saying that's why he retired. I'm just saying it's a coincidence that he retired around the same time. But Negroes get big-headed and, oh, I'm about to quit. I'm about to quit. I'm done. And them people they want you to be lifetime slaves. Them people want you to be lifetime slaves. You don't get to quit. See, they just high paid slaves. They high earning slaves. You know the tea on them? What? Spill it, Kim, girl. Spill it. But again, what your mama said, count your eggs before they hatch. You can't do that. And let me tell you this. See, if he said, let's say he got $2.5 million to just give him. You think them people not about to hit him with something else? You think them people not about to hit him with something else? Girl, Tip, I'm telling you now. Y'all gotta tread light with all of that stunting and stuff. And it's the thing, it don't never be stunting on the clears. It be stunting on us. He did an interview with Young Dro talking about, I'm not doing no more shows. I'm done. After this, I retired. And look at Dro. First, Dro was like, you say this every time. Then Dro was like, I take his bookings. But it wasn't to stunt. We never stunt on the clears. It's always to stunt on each other. And the thing is, even though he's so-called rich, he's still a slave. Right, Simone? I wouldn't have opened my mouth. Do you hear me? Girl, I would have faded to black. They'd have been like, y'all seen Tip? Nope. Tip gone. Girl, please. And it's like when stunting goes wrong, and that's literally what happened. That's literally what happened. So now all of a sudden they said, oh, but we ain't do it after he won the lawsuit. Them people knew he was gonna win that lawsuit when they filed it, because them clear people took her whole situation and made money off of it. It's copyright infringement. It's literally what it was. They took their whole flow, copied their whole flow, word for word, bar for bar. Them people knew when y'all filed that lawsuit, y'all was gonna win. They knew they was gonna procrastinate, but they knew y'all was gonna win. And listen, these people play chess, not checkers. They are very strategic. And what they did was waited to make it seem like it wasn't in revenge of the lawsuit, and then hit him with it. And then was like, because see, we did this months before, girl. Y'all knew he was gonna win when he filed it. But Tip, this is on you. You got to be more careful. Y'all want to be stunting on Negroes, and I don't get that infatuation with stunting on Negroes. But people always want to stunt on us, and then forget that you still a nigga too. Them people don't play with y'all like that. Them people do not play with y'all like that. So shout out to Tip. He might have 2.5 million in the bank. Who knows? Who knows? But catch him at a theater, not a theater. At a stadium near you, because he will be back hollering, you can have whatever you like. Don't let Tip get you crazy, girl. Anyways, Quincy, let's get Diddy up here with Quincy. Y'all get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. So Quincy, ain't Quincy the son of LB Shore? Ain't Quincy daddy LB Shore, the light-skinned one? Help me out, because it's too many churn. I don't know these churn names. Okay, yeah. Okay. Quincy done put out a statement for his daddy and said he's devastated. They say he devastated. Look at what the people say. The people say, Quincy said, the past month has devastated our family. Nigga, where's your real daddy? Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. We stand united. United we stand. Divided we fall. We're tighter than pantyhose, 2 sizes small. That's what he said. He said, we stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and love you, Dad. Nigga, where is your real daddy? Girl, if I was LB Shore, listen to me and listen to me good. If I was LB Shore, I'd find that nigga and hit him in the back of the head. Are you crazy? Now, I get it, Diddy raised you. I ain't gonna take that from you. But you got a real daddy outside. You got a real daddy outside. And you around here talking about we love you and miss you, Dad. Man, if I was LB Shore, I'd take an album and, girl, I'd get a record. No, a record player. Look, I said, come on over. We gonna have lunch. Girl, soon as he get out, I take a record player to the back of that nigga head. Nigga, have you lost your mind? Have you lost your mind? Nigga, I'm still alive. I'm still here. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Love you and miss you, Dad. Nigga, I'm right here. You gotta do that type of stuff when I'm expired. You don't do that while I'm right here. You know what I mean? Girl, I'm just saying, girl, I don't give a damn. Girl, that's just, I know he punching the air. Ooh, I know he punching the air. Because I know I would. What's up, Callie Nola? She said his real daddy abandoned him when he was a baby. LB Shore full of crap too. Now I heard, girl, this is what I heard. I don't know how true this is, but I heard that Diddy took that little boy. Yes, ma'am. I heard Diddy took the little boy and told Kim, he's mine now, he's my child now. And he told LB Shore, this is my son. Don't come over here. That's what I heard. I don't know. They say that LB Shore wanted to be a daddy, but they say Diddy was like, he was scared of Diddy. You heard that too? I just anticipate. Diddy took him and Kim. That's what I heard. Now I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, they say he was scared to ask Diddy for his child back. Girl. Can you imagine getting robbed out of your child, bitch? I'm talking about a nigga come up to you with a gun. You thinking, oh, you want my purse? You want my wallet? What you want, my car? And they say, no, give me your child. Bitch, please. Girl, you is not about to take you're not robbing me from my child. I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to have to just go in on and die about it. I'm sorry. Girl. He's a stick-up kid taking people children, girl. Anyways, thank you, Esther, for the super chat. Them kids ain't stand up for their mama like this. But you guess what? Look, let me tell you something. He took the mama out when they was young. You know what I'm saying? He took the mama out when they was young. And so that's all they know is their daddy. That's all they know. That's all they know, child. Girl, they did try to kill him. That's what I heard. Yes, I heard that. Now I don't know how true it is, but I did hear that. Anyways, girl, Lil Quincy, your daddy is calling. Lil Quincy, welcome to the party. You're late. You have a daddy. Go and make it right with your real daddy, because this one gone. Okay? This one is going up yonder. Go instead of being friends with your real daddy, go and find your real daddy and tell your real daddy, you might need a kidney one day. You know what I mean? You never know. Go find your real daddy and see if he can help you and come into whatever you need to come into, because that man is not your father. He is not your father. I know you feel like it, but he is not your father. Okay? Now let's get to Brent, girl. Nene Leak's son Brent, unfortunately, at the very tender age of 20, because I think he's been suffering with this for at least a year or so. Brent, at the age of 24, 25, suffered a heart condition. Heart failure is what I heard. Let me go get it, y'all. They say it was heart failure. And he did a video showing us that he's finally able to walk. This is a young man, a very young man, on here talking about how he's finally able to walk again because he had a heart condition. I'm gonna play the video while I look for the article, y'all. Y'all check this out. Oh, not the article, but his words. Hold on. Check this out. I finally understand for a woman it ain't. I did not know that music was on here. I literally did not know. Hold on. Wrong video. My bad, Pac. Wrong video. I'm about to pull it up right now. It's the other video that I had. I had the wrong one. And people are criticizing Nene, saying she out here on promoting Fashion Nova or something. Her child is in the hospital. Now I don't know what's going on, Nene. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But it looks bad. I'm gonna tell you now. It's no different from Tia Kemp out there doing interviews while her child was in the hospital. I just don't see how these people do it. Girl, I would, God forbid. I ain't even gonna speak that on my tongue. But I'm just saying, I just couldn't see myself doing it. I just couldn't at all. But Brent is finally walking. Take a look at one of the clips.
It's been a long time, but Nene Lynx's son is finally out of the hospital from having a stroke. And now he's at home recovering well. You guys pray for him still.
Now, that was a prior video. Let's get into him walking now.
Thank you so much. We go this way. We may make it. I'm walking, y'all. I'm back walking, y'all. I can't believe I'm back walking, y'all. It's been a couple days since I walked. Thank God. It's been a long time. I actually been walking about a week and a half.
You're doing really good.
Got a new heart in. See that? New heart.
So Brent has this to say. To begin with, let me say thank you, God. This year is undoubtedly the craziest for me. After several trips to the hospital and many doctor's appointments, I finally heard the unexpected news that I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure on June 19-ish. It says, in July of this year, I went into a 14-hour heart transplant surgery and now have a brand new heart in me. Now that I'm back, still in recovery, I've essentially had to relearn how to walk and communicate, but I'm even more fluent. This experience has forever changed my life, and I'm so grateful to the family that donated the heart. A huge thank you to my mom, Marcella, Neone, Big Janae, Nakia, my friends, doctors, nurses, and everyone else who was pushing, pulling, and praying me through this. Never give up, okay? Now, and Nene said, to God be the glory. It has been a lot, and I'm so proud of how strong you've been through this process, son. Let me say this, y'all. I have experience with this. My boyfriend had a heart transplant in 2020. Now, granted, I met him, I want to say almost a year after that heart transplant, but ultimately, I know how that is a thing that he will deal with for the rest of his life. Yeah, and I'm talking about an actual heart transplant. Like they took a heart out and put another one in. And typically how it works is you never know who's the donor. They don't expose that information. Actually, if you don't even ask, they won't even tell you about it. But you'll never know who the donor was because they don't want, people get crazy. But I'll tell you this, having that type of procedure in his 20s is insane, because my man is 51. Yeah, 51, 52. 52. He just turned 52 this year. And he had one in his late 40s, right? Now, that's still young, but understandable a little bit more because he's lived a bit more. You know what I mean? But this young man at 23, 24 going through congestive heart failure, that is insane. And the fact that he's so strong and going through it, he's young, he gonna get through it. Trust me, that's not the issue here. The issue is, why are young people having such insane issues now? Now, I'm gonna tell you something like this. These are the facts. Look it up if you think I'm lying. Ever since that thing that happened in 2020, don't put it in the chat. Ever since that thing that happened in 2020, there has been a lot of morgues and what do you call them? Mortuaries. What's the people that do the body? They've been finding since 2020. They have been finding a whole bunch of blood clots, right, in the body. So much so they couldn't embalm the bodies because of the blood clots. Yes, he was obese, but they got a lot of young obese children who don't have congestive heart failure. He was obese. He was. You know what I'm saying? But they have a lot of obese young people who don't get congestive heart failure. So we can't put it on that. You know what I'm saying? But morticians, that's the name of them, son. So look, so much so they couldn't embalm the bodies because they kept getting stopped by these blood clots, right? Now, even listen, drugs, smoking, drinking, that has been going on since the beginning of time. Hear me out before we get into this. I want y'all to understand this and hear me out. Since the beginning of time, young people been drinking. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I got a text. Young people been drinking, smoking, eating crazy, and been doing all of this since the beginning of time. What's the difference between now and then? I'll give y'all the situation of the food is contaminated, because it is. Everything we ingest is contaminated. However, the weight, all of that's been happening. I'll give us that. But this is not just a one-off with Brent. This has been going on quietly because they won't put this in the algorithm. But this has been going on quietly for a long time since that thing that happened down in 2020. But, and again, this is just one of my theories. This is what I know. Blood clots have been forming in a lot of people since that thing, right? And what's that football player name who collapsed on the football field and they did CPR on them? Y'all will put it in the chat. Y'all know I'm bad with the names off the cuff. But that football player, y'all remember he collapsed on the field and they was doing CPR on him for like 10, 11 minutes. And then all of a sudden he came back. It was a miracle. Yeah, Damar Hamlin. That's his name. Yes. Damar Hamlin. Thank you so much. Thank you. It wasn't just football. You do know soccer players, basketball players. Hell, LeBron's son collapsed. All of these healthy teams, so we can't even put it on weight because healthy teens, and young adults have been going through this same thing. Now, how the algorithm and media works is they won't put that type of stuff in the algorithm. You'll have to go search it to even find it. Unless you search it, you will never find it. So you'll never understand, what's really going on unless you look for it. But quiet as it's kept, but loud as it should be heard, there has been a lot of situations with young people surrounding the heart ever since that thing that happened in 2020. Now, I am not here to say that anybody was wrong for making whatever decision they made. That decision was yours. I'm not trying to do no scare tactic or nothing. I'm just trying to give y'all a different perspective on what them people done put in our bodies, right? These are the facts. And again, I'm standing on this 10 toes. Facts. I've done extensive research on this because I almost got fired from my job from not taking it. So I had to do a whole lot of research to prove why I shouldn't get fired. So hear me out. There has been a whole lot of young adults having situations, right? And it ain't just this 2020 incident with the jibber jabbers. It's a whole bunch of other ones. It's been a whole lot of young adults having old people situations. You got young women and men getting breast cancers in their 20s and 30s. You got young men and women having congestive heart failure. Come on now. My only thing is I don't want us to normalize this. This is not normal, because what happens is if you normalize this, right? If you normalize this, then you won't understand that there's a problem that could actually contribute to what's happening. Okay? This is not normal. This is not normal. And it's way more people than you would ever think. It's just that they suppress it in the media so that you can't see it. All I'm asking for everybody out there, even if you feel like, well, it happened to my people, I get it. I'm not saying that it never happened. What I'm saying to you is, please do your research, because the 2020 thing is gone, but something else is coming. Something else is coming, and we're going to be back in the same situation. Another thing too, them doggone vapes. Somebody put it in the chat earlier. Let me tell y'all something about them vapes. Girl, that's the worst thing you could do. See them vapes? OMG. I get it. It's convenient if you winging yourself off of smoking cigs and all that. I get that. That, girl, you is literally sucking poison through your... just do your research is all I'm asking. My prayers go out to Brent and to the family and all of that stuff. Y'all please start looking into some of this stuff. Just that's all I'm asking. Again, I'm not here to crucify nobody or no. That ain't my place. I don't sit on no high ground because I smoke hookah. You know what I'm saying? But because we all got our thing, but we got to start paying attention, modifying some certain things, you know, with things of that nature, and start looking into a lot of things that we do. You know what I mean? Because girl, this is not normal, and I don't want us to normalize this. It's not. Back in the day, I remember when I was young, when you heard somebody had cancer, it was somebody grandma, somebody great aunt. You know what I mean? It never was the 30-year-old girl, the 20-year-old girl. When I heard somebody had a heart attack, it was the old man who lived down the street. Remember that? It was the old man who lived down the street. It wasn't your brother who 21. No, it was the old man who been down that street, you know, doing whatever he been doing for years and scolds and blows, and then all of a sudden, unfortunately, he had a heart attack. That's how it used to be. Anybody who's older, like 35 plus, 30, 35 plus, y'all know I ain't lying. It used to be like that. Now it's these young people, and that just don't sit right in my spirit. It really don't, and it's not okay. But my prayers go out to Brent and Nene because that's a lot to take in, and that's a lifelong thing. Let me tell you something. My boyfriend, if it rains, he get chest pains. Anything can irritate him. He got to take 10, 12 medications twice a day. You would never. And oh, let me also add this implication too. People don't understand the very source of a person are in two organs in a body. Hear me out. The origin and source of a person are in two organs in your body. It's your heart and your brain. I'm not saying remnants of you don't go with your liver or your whatever. But see, that heart and that brain, that is the core of what makes up a person. Okay? And I'm going to tell you now, when you have or been around somebody who's had a heart transplant, it literally changes them, but not in a sense of what you thinking, like, oh, they done learned it. No. Things that they've never done before, they start to do. Things that they used to do, they don't have a craving or a want for it. It literally, now don't get me wrong, the person is still the person. But see, when you see with that heart transplant, you embody two people. Facts. You embody two people and you see it. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind because he's going to be another person. He's not going to be the same person that he was as far as, you know, he's going to be him, obviously, but he's not going to be the exact same person. I promise you. And that's from what I know. You know what I mean? So anyways, thank you, Anais, for the super chat. How's your man's diet, boo? Girl, horrible. I be trying to get him, girl, don't get me started. He a country boy from Georgia. All they wanted, every Sunday, fried chicken, fried fish, I'm like, you Negroes is crazy. I'm the only one every so often I'll get them to eat something else. Girl, pork chops. Girl, horrible. Girl, these Georgia people is crazy out here. Girl, and I ain't gonna lie, New Orleans food ain't no better neither. Matter of fact, black people don't eat good. We just don't. Girl, his diet is horrible. But I be getting on him, and sometimes he'll switch it up. He'll switch it up, girl, but it's hard. I ain't gonna lie, it's so hard. Girl, why are you getting fries? Here, make this broccoli. You know what I mean? Girl, girl, Jesus Christ. It's hard out here, girl. Matter of fact, Sunday, he had a fried pork chop plate with some greens. You know, in Georgia, they put everything in a deep fryer. Girl. Girl, it's a time, girl. His diet horrible, but we working on it. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, chocolate is like you taking on their spirit. Literally. It literally is you take on the other person's spirit. It's two people in that person. I swear to God. And anybody who been around somebody who knew somebody before heart transplant and then after, you know they ain't lying. You know I ain't lying. I'm just telling you, girl, it's a time. But prayers out to Brent. Let's move on, y'all. Who else I got on here? All right, let's go get let me see. Let's talk about Sapelo Island since we're here. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sapelo Island. It is a Gullah Geechee community off the coast of Georgia. I don't know if you guys know this, but little fun fact. And I'm paraphrasing on the history, so please, I just like to make history sound more palatable. But fun fact, after when Abraham Lincoln said he was gonna give the Negroes 40 acres and a mule, y'all remember that? This what happened, because this leads into Sapelo Island. So listen, Abraham Lincoln, to get the slaves to help fight this war, he was like, yo, I'll give y'all 40 acres and a mule. So Negroes signed up, now they're going west, and was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Yes, Bree, thank you for the super chat. Newborn vax too. Listen, to each his own. But if I had a child, they wouldn't put nothing in my child. They done upgraded all them waxes. Do you hear me? All of them. And that's a whole nother story, girl. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. But look, let me get into this Sapelo Island thing. So back when Abraham Lincoln needed slaves to help fight the South, he promised them, hey, if you can make it up here, you join the war with me, we'll give you 40 acres and a mule. A lot of us are familiar with the 40 acres and a mule. Well, the story goes to the masses that we never got the 40 acres and a mule, but that's true and not true also. So what happened was he did started giving out the land, but it wasn't 40 acres. So he started giving out land to Negroes, but then all of a sudden he was popped, right? I'm just giving you some palatable history. But the land that he gave a lot of people were off the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, all off that coast. He said, look, y'all go over here. Ain't nobody over here. Is nothing but land and water right there. Y'all go over there. Y'all take that. Then boom, he gets popped. Johnson gets in office, and he was just like, nah, we don't like that, because they were all over there being successful. You know, Negroes was thriving. We took that land and we made a lot of it. We had our own communities, our own sheriff, our own everything. We was lit. Okay. Yeah. Listen, all of the people were indigenous people. T. Haynes says, but wait, the indigenous Indians were on the island first. This is part of the story. Check them out. I can't pronounce it. Names of the sea islands. Yes, these were the indigenous people, but let's just call them Negroes for lack of a better term. These were indigenous Black Americans. I know that the story goes that they're Africans, but they're not African slaves. These were indigenous Black Americans. Okay. So look, they got the land. Johnson came in and was like, I don't like that. So he enlisted the help of clears and said, hey, look, all that land over there, they got a bunch of Negroes over there and they're doing real well. If you can run them off that land, you can keep it. So guess what the clears did? Ran a bunch of Negroes off their lands. Now, some were able to still maintain and keep their lands, and that's where you get your Sapelo Island indigenous people from. They'll tell you, we were slaves on this land, we got this land, and we've been on it ever since. Now, they own the entire portion of the land, but slowly but surely, the clears have been creeping in to take the land. Now, mind you, there's something in this water for the marine biologists that they're trying to study about these animals, but it ain't got nothing to do with no mammals and no doggone dolphins and things of that nature, and whales. These people want to take the land from the Negroes on Sapelo Island. Now, most of us have already sold land and moved, and this is what they do. If anybody owns land that's been in your family for years, this is how they get you. They take some land, they know you need money, and they say, hey, I'll give you, and to you it sounds like an astronomical amount of money for this land, and then you go, shoot, I was broke anyway, you want to give me $300,000 for this little piece? Hell, you can take it. And then we take the money and we move away, and then the clears chip away at the land. That's what they do. So today in 2024, the clears own most of the island. All but I want to say 50 plus people or families. I'm doing the research on this. All but 50 plus people who remain on this land. They're the only ones. They're the last descendants of the Gullah Geechee who were there. These are indigenous Negro Americans. Okay. Now, boom. Every year they have this thing called Cultural Day, right? cultural day, they come out, they do food, you know how Negroes do, you know how we do food, they do dances, they do a whole bunch of, and they talk about the culture of Gullah Geechee. It's a big thing. I didn't know nothing about it until I started doing the research to make this video that I will be making on this channel. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. So they do this every year. Now the problem is, because the land sits on the coast, the only way to get to the land is if you go through a ferry. You have to get on a ferry and you get off the ferry to get to the island. Now this is the problem. The residents in the area have been complaining, first of all, about high taxes. They've been raising the taxes around there to get Negroes off their land. There is nothing new under the sun. Everything you did has already been done. They've been doing that since the beginning of time with the Homestead Act. Pay attention. Homestead was the first way they was able to get a lot of Negroes off their land, talking about taxes that Negroes ain't know nothing about. But in 2024, they were they even still to this day, they raising the property tax to make it unaffordable to the black people, right? So boom, the ones who are still able to keep the land have been complaining to the government, saying, hey, look, y'all over here selling all this land, raising property taxes because this clear person built this so-called mansion, and now my property tax done raised up, and now it's hard for me to afford it. Not only that, we got this doggone this what do you call it, the thing that go in the water that lead to the ferry? I'm gonna just call it a little bridge, but the little bridge, y'all forgive me, somebody will put it in the chat. But we got this little bridge that leads to the ferry. It was broke, it's towed down. They ended up suing the government, won the lawsuit, and they were supposed to put $14 million on rebuilding that little ferry in that little area. And then they were supposed to get, I think it was like 2-point-something million. The doc, thank you so much, doc, thank you so much, doc, thank y'all. Y'all so wonderful, thank y'all. Y'all so smart and kind and sweet. Thank you, Jay Ellis. So look, so they won the lawsuit, but listen, the government came, the state came in and put in an aluminum dock that was shaky and weary from the beginning. So much so, the people of the town has been complaining about this dock, saying, listen, y'all got 14-point-something million to build us a new dock to get to the ferry and to do other things, and y'all come put an aluminum dock. This one man said, I was on it by myself one time a year ago, and it was already about to give. They have been making complaints to this doggone state for the longest about this dock. Well, fast forward 2024, they got this cultural day happen. Multiple people coming from all over Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, whoop to come celebrate cultural day, as they always do. And then all of a sudden, the doggone thing collapsed, and 20 plus people, or they saying 20 now, fell into the water, 7 unalive. The oldest was a 93-year-old woman who was an elder of the Gullah Geechee community down there. My prayers and heart go out to her. It was a clear man. He unalive. It was a 90-year-old. It was a lot of elderly people on the pier waiting to get on the ferry to get back from the island. Okay, so as I go look for this thing, these people get on here. And unfortunately, let me see, I got him. All right, yeah, unfortunately, the dock gives way, and these people are no longer with us. Now, why is this important? Why the thing come on? Listen to me. They've been doing this since the beginning of time. They are trying to get those people, those indigenous, see, and watch the news. They're gonna call them indigenous, but then say they African heritage. That don't make sense. If you indigenous somewhere, that means you are from Aborigine from the beginning. Indigenous, you are from the land. So how they gonna be indigenous and practice African history? Y'all open your eyes. Open your eyes. So they are trying to get these indigenous people off their land that they done had in their family for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And they're trying to do it by way of this tragedy, in my opinion, because it doesn't make sense that these people have been making complaints. First of all, that you would even put an aluminum doggone dock there. Secondly, the people been complaining to the government, complaining to the state, complaining to the sheriff, all of these things, and these people been ignoring the hell out of them. And here we are. Let's get into the article of what had happened over there at Sapelo Island. Let's get into it.
The deadly ferry dock collapsed in Georgia. At least 7 people have died. Several more were hurt. Witnesses say it all happened so fast the victims could not react.
These are the desperate moments as a deadly tragedy unfolded on Georgia's Sapelo Island, south of Savannah, where hundreds had gathered for a cultural celebration. Bystanders rushing to help after officials say a ramp leading to a ferry collapsed Saturday, plunging roughly 20 people into the water.
This floating dock is supposed to have a gangway that extends over to the mainland, but look what's left of the gangway. It is now mostly submerged underwater, leading to at least 7 deaths.
Among those lost, a state chaplain, Dr. Charles Houston, his daughter heartbroken.
My dad was the light of our family. He was a rock.
Officials now investigating.
It's my understanding that the structure collapsed in the middle. One end of the gangway on the landward side is still attached. I can't tell you exactly at this point in time what happened.
Officials say Saturday's event brought hundreds more people to the island than would be expected on a typical day.
Hey, watch the blitz. You heard what the reporter said at the end? See, now they're gonna try to blame it on how many people was on the island. Oh, the day brought hundreds more people that normally be on that. That don't matter. But I'm telling you, listen, first and foremost, this is a mechanical issue. This is a structural issue. I don't know if we need to be going after the company or the state for even putting it there. Long story short, they put a faulty dock there. Right? And these people got, and mind you, it was a lot of Negro elderly people, black elderly people. So why they put the clear man up there? I was about to say something. Why they put the clear man up there? I do not know. Because we don't, let me bridle my tongue. You okay? So these people put this dock up there, and the dock collapsed, and they say they had a baby in the water, but I think they were able to revive the baby. 7 of them did not survive. Okay. At the end of the day, it's multiple things happening here. Number one, they want that cultural day gone. They want Negroes scared to even go down there to even celebrate, because that ties you what? To your heritage, to your lineage. Number 2, they want that land. It's a few Negroes that's still on that land that refuse to budge, and they want the land. We have to understand what is taking place right now. Most of Black America walks around with blindfolds on. They done taught us that we from Africa. Most don't even realize that we standing on our own land. But the very few of us who understand who we are and understand how important it is to know who we are and know that we have land are those people like the Gullah Geechee in there that's not budging, and them people want them gone. Now, what they want behind it, I don't know. There's something over that the government wants. Yep, and that's another thing. They just built a dock 3 years ago. Somebody just put that in the chat. Yeah, Miss Kennedy, they just built the dock 3 years ago. You mean to tell me a 3-year-old dock breaks like that? This doesn't make sense, people. This doesn't make sense, people. This makes absolutely no sense. This is a brand new dock, and you mean to tell me the dock done fell like that and unalive them people? That's big. Yes, ma'am. Those waters are gonna be angry. Water holds all type of memory. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? They got miles up there, Denisha. It wouldn't surprise me. But they got a lot of our people, and again, they show us the clear man, but they didn't show us the 93-year-old black woman who was the matriarch of this whole thing. They didn't show us the 90-year-old black woman. They didn't say nothing about the baby. Like, come on, man. And again, I be trying to hold my bridle my tongue, because I be wanting to say some real harsh things that I can tell my friends on the phone that I can't say over here. You know what I mean? I think I got another article. Hold on.
We're learning that 7 people have died after a gangway has collapsed into the water. DNR officials tell us at one point 20 or more people were in the water. 6 people were critically injured and 2 more were life-flighted out of the area. This all happened as a Gullah Geechee cultural celebration was happening on the island. Folks tell us that this is a big event, annual event that brings hundreds of people to the island. I spoke with the sheriff's office chaplain here in McIntosh County. He tells me that at the time of the collapse, 40 people were on the gangway, essentially from a step and then on to a dock. They were on a ramp. At that point, when those 40 people were on it, it collapsed. Again, DNR officials telling us that at one point, 20 or more people ended up in the water. Officials are promising to provide more information on Sunday morning in a press conference at 10 a.m. We will be there and bring you the latest.
You know, improvised. You asked the same question I asked, and immediately I answered it, because we can't do nothing without them coming and prying. Hell, I was just in New Orleans at a second line. It was so many clears, it was ridiculous. But I tell you what, when we hit a certain corner, they backed off. But this the perk. They won't let us do nothing. Black America, I don't know when y'all gonna get that. Y'all are the seed. Y'all are the fruit. Y'all are the core, not them Africans. You are the core. I don't know when we gonna catch on to that. It's evident in everything that we do. It was a whole bunch of clears coming to Gullah Day. And I wish that a large portion of my people, not all, because I know we all ain't gonna do the same thing. I wish at some point we start the gatekeep. I so wish that at one point we start the gatekeep. Like, but we haven't learned yet. We haven't learned yet. We have not learned yet. The clear people won't let us have nothing. Nothing. Can't live with us, can't live without us. It's ridiculous, bro. It's super ridiculous. And I feel bad for the people or whatever, you know, who lost family, because it was mostly people who don't live there, obviously, if they're getting on the ferry. So these people came all the way to this island to celebrate their heritage. They came all the way to this island to celebrate their heritage, and these 7 people lost their, well, 6, because we know one of them was clear. But these 6 people came there and lost their lives. And my prayers go out to all 7. I'm not a heartless person, but let me tell y'all something. Y'all better start getting into that genealogy. There's something happening here. And these people, their days are numbered, okay? But there's something happening here. The earth is speaking. I keep telling y'all, the earth is trying to repair itself, but we have to do our part. We have to do our part. We cannot just sit back and watch. Even the Bible say faith without works is dead. Even the Bible say that. Y'all get into that genealogy. I got a video. I'm doing a video. I've been doing research on it all last night, all this morning, girl. I'm gonna put something together real nice and put on this channel. Now I did hear a lot of people are helping monetarily or however they can help. I gotta get more information on that. If anybody in the chat who has information on that, please let me know and put it in the chat or whatever, and I'll put it out to the masses for anybody who would like to help. I don't know. I heard they're doing something to help the victims, but I tell you what, the citizens down there are not happy, to say the least. Are not happy, to say the least. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all tap in, and if, like I said, if anybody got information, send it to me in the email. I'll blast it out to everybody for anybody that's trying to help out, and I definitely do my part too. So I just wanted to throw that out there, man. I heard about it yesterday. Somebody put it in the chat, and I told somebody to send it to me. Whoever sent it to me, I can't remember, but I'm so glad you sent that to me, because that really broke my heart. I'm talking about ever since I seen that video, I've been on it all night, woke up this morning on it. So you know what I mean? Y'all be strong out here. Now let's get into Kamala, girl. My nerves be so bad with this lady, bro. I can't wait till November 6th. You listen, I've never been so anticipated about a day. I'm so tired of this lady, bro, and I'm so tired of the people. I'm just tired. I'm literally exhausted. I'm tired. Oh, before we get to her, real quick, hold on. I want to go here with it. Hold on, cause see what we not gonna do. I forgot I said I was gonna talk about this. Hold on, right quick. The Central Park 5. Let's get these Negroes up here. So apparently, the Central Park 5 is suing Donald Trump. Now, anybody who know about this story, Donald Trump back in the gap. had went on and said that these boys should be held to the highest extent of the law. I want to say he called for the unaliving. I don't remember, but the story goes that they unalived the lady in the and R-worded her in the park. These boys admitted, they admitted that they did it right at the time. I don't blame the children. I blame the parents and the government or the police people that was around them, because they are the ones who convinced it. First of all, one of the boys, when he said his daddy came at him, and I don't know which one it is, who said his daddy came in there and told him just say he did it even though he didn't do it. Do you know how horrible and heinous of a person you got to be to tell your child to do something that he did not do? Do you know how horrible and heinous of a child you have to of a person? This is a father telling his son to tell these people he did something that he did not do. They show it in the movie. Long story short, they go to jail, get convicted, and then later on, Netflix told us that they was innocent. That's literally how it went. And they got out, they got their little lawsuits or whatever. And first of all, be wary of information that comes through entertainment. Pay attention to it, but always be wary. Because why did they make a movie about this before we even knew it was really going on? Be wary of things that come through entertainment. Because I didn't have a source tell me that she heard that they really did do it. But that's neither here nor there. We're not here to convict or non-convict. Now listen. Their parents, along with the police system, are the ones who told them to say that they did something that, according to them, they did not do. Okay? Now, mind you, they do their time, they come out, they get their settlements, they all got their little money or whatever the case may be. The little slow one, where he at? The one in the corner with the silver jacket looking like one of the 5 heartbeats. He the one who spent the most time in there. And I heard they done some things, God forbid. You know what I mean? So Trump does this debate with Kamala. In the debate, Trump basically says, yeah, because Kamala brings it up. And see, listen, she's very clever with knowing how to push his buttons. You know what she did? She brought up the doggone debate. In the debate, she was like, he the one who called for the unaliving of them 5 black innocent boys for the Central Park 5. And like a fool, like an orange fool, he ate it. And then well, I mean, back in the day, they did say that they pled guilty, but then he turned around and said they didn't plead guilty, but neither here nor there. They are suing Trump because Trump said that they pled guilty to the crime back then. They saying that it's defamation of character. First of all, do you know how hard it is to prove defamation? Second of all, Negroes, y'all came out and said y'all did it. What the hell wrong with y'all? Now, instead of them going after the jurisdiction of the people who prosecuted them, knowing that they were innocent, it's election time, and this is all geared up by the left. But they got them now going after Donald Trump. Take a look at the what do you call it? The clip of Donald Trump talking about it during the doggone debate, and he's gonna say, well, they pled guilty. Then he said, well, I don't know, they didn't plead guilty, but they're using that part. They pled guilty as the reason why they're gonna sue him. Check it out.
When a lot of people, including Mayor Bloomberg, agreed with me on the Central Park 5, they said they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled, we're not guilty. But this is a
So they are taking that one soundbite and saying that that they pled guilty, and they're trying to say defamation of character. First of all, they're not going to win that. It's so hard to prove defamation of character, especially when y'all went up there and said you did. Okay. Let's go into some. Hold on. I want to show y'all. I want to read to y'all some of the statements allegedly that was made. Allegedly. Kevin Richardson, I don't know which one that is, said Raymond had her arms and Steve Lopez had her legs. He spread it out and Antron got on top and took her undies off. Raymond Santana, that's the one that's the little ball, the little round one next to the Negro, the black one. That's the one who was dating what's the girl name from Flavor of Love? I'm reading y'all their statements. That's the one who was dating y'all know the girl name from Flavor of Love. Y'all will put it in the chat. This was his statement. He was smacking her. He was saying, "Shut up, B." Just smacking her. I was grabbing the lady's tops. Delicious. Thank you. Delicious. Thank you so much. That's the one who was dating Delicious. He said he was smacking her. He was saying, "Shut up, B." Just smacking her. I grabbed the lady's boobs. This is what the little Hispanic one right there have to say back then. Corey Wise, that's the one. Ain't that the one who a little slow? He said this was my first R word. Antron McCray, I don't know which one he is. He says we charged her, we got her on the ground, especially started hitting her and stuff. She was on the ground, everybody stomping and everything. Then we got each. I grabbed one arm, some other kid grabbed one arm, and we grabbed her legs and stuff. We all took, I guess they meant to say then we all took turns getting on her, getting on top of her. I'm reading y'all. Come on now. Come on now. This is allegedly their words. Look what Antron said about his daddy. He re-entered the room cursing, yelling at me, Antron said, and he said, "Tell these people what they want to hear so you go home." I'm like, "Dad, but I didn't do anything." Antron says that as both the police and his father were yelling at him, he changed his story. And I'm just like, "All right, I did it." And I looked up to my father. He was my hero, but he gave up on me. You know, I was telling the truth and he just told me to lie. This is what Antron told CBS News. So I would be remiss if I were to tell y'all I wasn't mad when I heard what Trump said when I first heard it, because I was like, man, this race is clear, and I still believe there's a racism. I don't think no clear person don't have no racism in it. I don't think it exists. But let me tell y'all something. I told y'all this before. I'm not mad at the fact that that Trump said it. I'm mad that we don't go for hours like that. You get it? I'm not mad at the fact that Trump said it. I'm mad that we don't feel like that about our own. See, the thing is, because we throw each other under the bus and we don't care about each other, we expect other people to have that same sentiment. Trump was doing what he was supposed to do as a clear man. That's a clear woman who was violated by people, especially people who ain't of me. Yeah, hang them at high noon. And I don't agree with it, but I understand why he would say it if that's the words he said. Now, it's one thing for Antron daddy to convince him to say he did it. Well, what about the other ones? They had quite much of a detail, huh? Do I believe that they did it? Who knows? But I also believe that the government plays very tricky games. They'll put out some statements that they ain't really say and told them trying to just say they said it. Who knows? But I'm telling you this because this is extremely important. This is a way that they're going to attack Trump because they want they want you to use your emotions to make your decisions. That has never worked for us. The Central Park 5 did time for something that they said they did. Is it their fault that they said that they were kids? If they didn't do it, is it their fault that they did the time? No, it's their parents. Rather it be ignorance or whatever. Is it their fault? It's their parents, and it's also that police and that chief and all of the political people that were around them. But to go after a man who basically was acting off of what you said you did, that's completely wrong. That is completely wrong. You said you did it. That's like somebody telling you, yeah, I took that black girl and I took her by her hair and I wrung her around my hand and hit her and she fell against the tree and broke her back. Now, if you say some real heinous stuff after a clear man or a clear woman tell you they did that to a black woman, you're well within your rights. The problem is we don't say those type of things. We get scared and then expect other people to feel the way about their people that we feel about ours. That don't go like that. They're not going to go nowhere with this lawsuit because you said you did it, first of all. But it's just a distraction. And they are used as puppets and tools. That's why they were there. They're used. They're being used. And the black one in the middle, I don't even know if he ate corn. I don't know if any of these niggas ate corn. But the black one in the middle, ain't he like in politics or something like that? Thank you, Pure Joy, for the super chat. They were encouraged by NYD NYPD to confess. Trump placed an ad in the New York Times calling for the D penalty. Matias Reyes confessed to the crime in 99. Listen, if I was rich and I heard that a clear person did something to a black person, I'll put out an ad in the New York Times too. Yay. Hang him at the stake at high noon. See, that's how you're supposed to feel about your people. That's literally how you're supposed to feel about your people. We just, as a collective, we don't feel like that about each other. So we look at other people who feel like that about themselves, and we look at it like they wrong. They're not wrong. The problem is you don't feel like that about your people. See, we do fake outrage. We wait for a police to pop a Negro, and then we want to get online and justice for this and justice for that. It don't last 24 to 48 hours. It don't last. Then we be back to normal because we don't truly care about each other. We don't. We are so desensitized to each other being unalive. It don't matter. It's just whenever it's a clear police, we go back to the same rigmarole that we always do. Oh, justice for that, justice for this. I can't believe this person. Da, 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 da. And then 48 hours later, we be back to where we going, child. We be right back where we started, Fed. It's fake outrage. We don't really care about them victims. We don't really care about Trayvon Martin. We don't really care about George Floyd. We don't really care about Sandra Bland. Let's have a Negro meeting. We don't really care about them people. We don't care about them people. And anybody on here who say you do, you a lie. You don't. I mean, you care to an extent because it's a sting, but you don't really care about them people. You don't. If we be honest with each other, we do not care. It's just the fact that it was a clear police. That's all. We care more about the fact of who did it, not the victim. Let's talk about it. We see too many of our people, men, women, and children unalive so much that we are so desensitized that watching that don't mean nothing to us. It's just like, all right, whatever, boom. We get indulged in who's the culprit. That's what we care more about. That's all. And I get it. Some people gonna say that's not true. Yes, it is. Why y'all stop fighting for Sandra Bland then? To the people who gonna say you do care, why you stop fighting? Why you stop fighting for the lady in the house with the boiling pot? Why y'all stop marching for Trayvon Martin? Y'all don't even wear the t-shirts no more. Why y'all not around here saying with the little girl talking about you shook up the world with George Floyd? Why y'all not? If you care, why haven't we as a collective have been actively, vehemently fighting for these victims? Because we don't care. Hard pill to swallow, ain't it? Take a little bit of water. It'll help because that's the God's honest truth. And these people right here, these Negroes here, are used as puppets. If y'all don't catch those T's, I don't understand what will help. But these Negroes were used as puppets, and that's all they are. Buck broken puppets. All of them. Even a little slow one who talk like him too. Buck broken puppets. That's all. And they here to confuse you and put you in a state of, oh my God, look at what they did to those black boys. Those black boys then went into very good detail of what they did. It's just tight, girl. It's just tea. It's just Dimple Pop, thank you for the super chat. So Trump is being shunned, but Kamala did the same thing, and never mind. Fake is. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Speaking of Kamala, let's get her up here. Let me get these Negroes off my screen. I can't stand none of them. I don't know them niggas anyway. Quiet as it's kept. I don't give a damn about them niggas. Shit, y'all shouldn't have. Because I tell you what, see, I'm a headstrong young girl. My mama couldn't have convinced me to get up there and say I did nothing. Shit. Girl, them people would have came in there talking about, but voodoo, your mom said, girl, my mama crazy. Girl, my mama get crazy checks. Hell no, I ain't do that shit. Girl, please. Girl, my mama gonna you better go sit out. Girl, listen. Girl, I tell them people, girl, don't listen to nothing my mama be saying. My mama get a check. I ain't do that. My mama crazy. That's just me though. I'm different. I'm a different breed of girl. Girl, my mama say anything, girl. You don't know my mama. Girl, please. Don't listen to my mom. My mom say anything, girl. Have you sitting around here thinking all type of stuff. I didn't do it. I don't care what she say. That's between her. She did it then. Look. Look, I've been through. I don't care if I'm 5, 6, 7 years old. I've been through. Oh, she did it. She must have did it. I ain't do it. Shit, girl, talking about we gonna go home. What's this? What? How does it make sense? Say you did it so we can go home, bitch. Girl, that'll be the first time I call my mom out her name. Bitch, you done lost your mind. Girl, don't play with no me. Girl, my mama coming and talking about telling people, man, mama, if you don't get up out of here, matter of fact, guard, police, get out of here. She harassing me. Yeah, she gotta go. She gotta go. She got to go. My mama ain't right. My mama been crazy. Go look at her records. She been crazy. No, indeed. Get out, guard, CO, whoever, come get her. Get her out of here. Matter of fact, you messing up my thinking. Move. Bye. But everybody not as strong will as me, girl. I'm telling you, it'll be the first time I call, bitch, you done lost. That'll be the first time I use my mom. I done called my mom out her name. You telling me to tell them people I did something I ain't do. That's gonna put me in jail for 39,000 years, girl. You take the charge. How about that? Matter of fact, see, detective, we got a confession. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. My mama, after us talking, she has a confession. Mom, tell them what you said. Oh, she don't want to say it. See, my mama don't want to tell y'all, but actually she did it. Yeah, See, she wanted me to come in here and say that I did it, but the facts are I didn't do it. She did it. So now that we done got that out of the way, mama, tell them you did it so we can go home. Oh, girl, please. Mama, tell them people you did that so we can go home. Now I'm tired. I'm hungry. Girl, please. You could. I don't care. I don't care. If my mama gonna put me in that position, then you going too, Faye. Oh yeah. We both going to jail. My mama was there too. Yup. If I say I did it, my mama was there too. Yup. Sure was. She the one told me to go do it. Bitch. Girl, if I gotta tell them people I did something I ain't do, I did do it. I ain't gonna lie, but my mama told me to do it, and my mama was there. She the one who told me. She the one picked the lady out. She picked the lady out and told me to get that lady. And then she had left. She had got on the bike and left. So I had got the lady that my mama told me to get. Bitch, we both going down. And guess what? We'll just fight it out in jail. I ain't playing. Girl, you're not about to get me messed up like that. Thank you for the super chat. We call BS Podcast. We couldn't even come together for the last 2 Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right. Victims, shake my head. Girl, because black people is fake. Black people is fake. We been fake, girl. Been. Speaking of fake black people, Kamala. Let's start with the church, girl. Thank you. We call BS Podcast. Let's start with the church. Girl, Kamala went down to Pastor Jamaal Bryant. You know, Pastor Holy Whore. And look at the Negroes praying for her, girl. I almost ran through the phone when I seen this. Look.
I want you right where it is that you are. I want you to stretch your right hands towards our vice president. Who knows? But you were born for such a time as this. I wish at the end of my life, the only thing they can find wrong with me is how I laugh. Lord, in the name of Jesus, I pray a hedge fence of protection around your daughter. No hurt, harm, or danger. I pray that you'll assign 100,000 angels to cover her head. Thank you, dear Lord, that you have given her this moment to defy the odds in front of the entire world. Now, God, not for her name, but we promise we're going to give you all of the victory. Not by might, not by power, but only by your spirit. And those of you who believe that Kamala Harris was born for this moment, would you give God glory for her even in this?
Girl, I'd have took a hardback King James version. I'd have looked in the back of one of them pews and got one of them hardback old school King James version. I'd have threw it up at that doggone pulpit with Pastor Holy Whore talking about how Kamala over there, she was born for this, and then let's pray. Nigga, Girl. See, y'all, the church is the fakest place in our community. Oh, girl. The church is the worst and the fakest. It's the worst thing for our community. So now she down there getting hands laid on her, trying to be Negro. See, y'all remember Mindy Kaling brother did that to us, said that he was black and got all them scholarships to go to medical school and stuff like that. We're watching Scamala do it. And it's Negroes out there, a sister, she's a sister. No, she ain't. No, she not. No, she's not. And it's very rich coming from his church. Hold on, I got another video.
Person passed by, sees the man lying in his path, and walks around him, not wanting to be bothered or obstructed on the path that he decided to walk. A second man.
Girl, get your ugly ass over here. Girl, look, she done got up on the stage and gave a little 1-2 yin yin. And you should have seen all the church women in there. Praise him. Yes, Jesus. Jesus. Yes. Yes. Girl, I take a microphone. Bitch, I'll pick up an organ and pop somebody in the back of the head. Now they said they had people down there that didn't want her there. And when they had something to say about it, they kicked the members out, girl. The members who didn't want her there. They said they kicked the members out who didn't want her there. Girl, you can't make this up. No, ma'am. You can't make it up. So the members who've been paying their tithes all these years had something to say about Scamala coming to the church. They say a lot of people couldn't come because she was coming, things of that nature. And the people who opposed, girl, they was kicking them out the church. You can't make this up. Now, Pastor Holy Whore wants to talk about how we should support the sisters, right? I'm talking about Jamaal Bryant. Is Jamaal coming? Of course not. You know what I mean? Type T's. So Jamaal Bryant, this is his church. This the one he inherited from, what's the one name who they said was messing with them La Boys? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one they said was messing with them La Boys. So he inherited this church from him. Okay. So Pastor Holy Whore is hosting her, and he comes on here to say that black men don't support sisters, black women. Eddie Long. That's his name. Thank you, T. Haynes. Eddie Long. He got it from Eddie Long. But look, he said the problem is Negroes don't support sisters, is what he said. Bitch, girl, get past the Holy Whore up here, because my nerves are big. I swear I almost threw my phone. Look.
You said something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to support a sister.
Yeah. Full stop. And Mordecai was man enough to know that in order for me to be a man, I got to know how to support a woman. Something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to support a sister. It was a sister that raised you. It was a sister that taught you how to read. It was a sister that taught you how to bathe yourself.
In the context of the vice president, were you trying to send a message?
That we've got to be able to vote that misogyny is still real in our community. We've got to address it head on and not act like it doesn't exist. The reality is, if black men had voted, Stacey Abrams would be a governor. And so I think that we've got to do some real redress that after racism, the biggest ill in America is sexism. And I think it's part of the responsibility of this generation to deal with it head on.
You know, I struggle with us coming out of the church, because I know that there's some good qualities that we come from, that we get from the church. But when I see that what the church has become today, I mean, it's always been bad. But when I see what it has become today, I really, truly throw up in my mouth. Pastor Holy Whore is saying that the men, our black men, are not supporting our sisters or whatever, and they real misogynists. You know what the biggest misogynist thing a man can do? Sleep with multiple women. Yeah, See, when a man feel like he can put his big D, okay, in every woman down through the pulpit, That is extremely misogynist because you're trying to say, I'm a man, I can do this, that, and the third, and all the women just got to sit there and take it. Literally, for some of them, you know what I mean? And he's going to talk about misogyny in the black men, talking about if black men would have voted, Stacey Abrams would have gotten the been the governor. No, they didn't want no black dagger as no governor. Let's talk about it. They didn't want no black dagger as no governor, and she played her role too. She lost that election, came back, got turned the state blue, turned Atlanta blue, turned Georgia blue, and then left again. She did what she was paid to do, sir. And then calling her a sister. What sister? What? That is an Indian woman, sir. That ain't no sister. What are you talking about? She's a sister. We need to support the sister because misogyny plagues, the black community. And, if the black community was to stand together against this misogyny, and misogyn war or whatever, we'd be a better community because of the brothers. See, the brothers, they don't want to support a sister because God said when Mordecai came back, Mordecai said he wanted to be a man, and God said you can't be a man unless you be a man. And Mordecai said, I sure will, God. He said that Mordecai had to learn how to be a man, but leave the misogyny outside of the man. So Mordecai was the man of misogyny and manhood of Mordecai. So when Mordecai came and the Most High said, he said, Mordecai, is you a man? And he said, yes, sir, I am. He said, well, Mordecai, is you practicing misogyny? And Mordecai said, no, I ain't, sir. He said, well, Mordecai, you will make it into the kingdom of heaven. Y'all go to church now here. I hate these niggas. I tell y'all every day, the pastors are the worst people on earth because they know good and well they selling you some bullshit and you believe in it with every single fiber of your being in hopes of something that they know they cannot promise you. Pastors, preachers, priests, I don't give a damn, bishops or ministers, I don't care what they are the worst people on the face of this earth. Now, Pastor Holy Whore, who passes his big D all around the congregation, is on here trying to tell us that black men is the reason why the dagger didn't get into the governor's seat. Well, they didn't want no black dagger in the governor's seat. We are still in the Bible Belt, duck, duck, goose. Did we forget? Georgia, yes, Atlanta is lit, but Georgia is still a part of the Bible Belt. They're not ready for a black dagger. We just got one up in Chicago a few years ago, and they hurry up and got her up out of there. Okay, so he trying to put it on the voting thing, but it wasn't the voting thing. You think they were gonna put a black dagger in there over a clear man? Come on now, use y'all reasoning deducting skills, girl. Think about it. You think they was gonna put a black dagger in the governor seat over a clear man in the Bible Belt? Come on, man. Oh, come on, man. In my what you call them voice, in my boosted voice. Come on, man. Y'all got to be strong. That lady wasn't supposed to win no race. She was a distraction too. Okay. Now, again, Pastor Holy Whore, like I say, who passes his big D all around the congregation. I didn't say it. That girl said it on Real Housewives of Potomac. But she said, how is he the voice on misogyny in the black community when all you do is practice misogyny and misogyn war when you pass your big D? Now, they say it's big. Now, I didn't see it. But I did heard that it's big. And I think it is big because he ugly and he black and he slim. I told y'all they got the biggest ones. Don't ask me how I know. I did a little research. It was a project I did for school. So don't get in my business. Okay. Now listen. I know it's big. I could feel the spirit of it. That's why he's able to pass it around like a collection plate down at the pulpit. You feel what I'm saying? But my thing is this. When you passing around that big D, okay, ain't that misogyny too? Ain't that misogyny too? Ain't that misogyny too? Girl, you got to be strong. You got to be strong. I need everybody out here to be strong. The church ain't worth a dime. And the people in there praying over this hoe, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I said what I said. The people in there praying over this lady, y'all is crazy. Y'all is really crazy. For real, for real. This doesn't make any sense. It literally doesn't. Now look, Judge Joe Brown did an interview with Candace Owens last night, girl. I told you I had to watch it, girl. I was cooking, girl. I couldn't even, sit down and whoop the whoop. But Judge Joe Brown came on there and spilled all the tea, as he always does. Joe Brown came on there. And he was talking about a few things. He was talking about how he met her daddy, and her daddy has said out his own mouth he's not black. He's only Indian and Irish. Her daddy made it clear. Let's be clear that he is not a black man. They don't have no black in their family. And this is another thing. The Indians don't mess with niggas. I don't know if y'all know that. I mean, y'all ever been to one of their stores? Indians don't deal with niggas. Never have. So I don't understand this new obsession with this particular one, but stop it. And let me say this too. I told y'all this before. See, I said Howard was a breeding ground for the foreigners with the hard R's, but I'm starting to realize it's all of the HBCUs, it's all of the Divine Nine, all of the hard R's, the foreigners with the hard R's, they all coming out the HBCUs and the Divine Nines. They all coming out of there. Girl. You rubbing shoulders with somebody thinking that y'all both going home and eat baked macaroni, girl. One of them going to eat fufu, the Play-Doh stuff. You see what I'm saying? One of y'all got a mama who said, boy, get your ass in there and clean that room. And the other one got a mama who said, what did I tell you? Do not bring the African girl. Do not bring the African American girl home to me. Do you know I am a proud mama? I am a proud mother. Proud mother. I come over here, I take all of my stuff. I take all of my, I got my tuck, I got my money, I went to school, and I had you here so that you can be proud African. Do not hang out with the African American. Those are not like you, okay? Do not do that. See, y'all think, when you go home to your mama, you say, mama, I got me an African friend. Your mama be like, oh, for real, that's nice. And you say, yeah, mama, her mama and them from Nigeria or Ghana or whatever. And your mama said, well, that's nice. Look at that. God bless them. See, when the African don't tell their mama they got an African American friend. The mama finds out. See, she get the phone calls and all of that. She go to looking at the records on the phones, and she see that number and she say it don't look familiar. Then she go to do her little part and she see you hanging out with the Negro gal. So when you go down there, you going home telling your mama about your African friend, and your mama's here for it, and that lady over there telling her child, okay. She over there telling her child, do not hang with those African Americans. I told you before. You always hang with the African Americans. You better not bring one of them home to me. If you bring one of them home to me, I swear to God, I will disown you. I'm a proud African. I will not have you bring one of them home to me. They cannot come to this house. They cannot come to this house. I'm a proud woman. They cannot come to this house. And you sitting up there, duck, goose, thinking y'all friends the whole time. She just playing in your face. Girl. What's tea? What's literal tea? Girl, these people I'm telling you, the HBCUs, the what do you call it? Oh, the Divine Nine, that's where they at. Y'all ever want to know a breeding ground for a place? Go over there. Y'all want to find the Africans and the Indians and all the ones who are black passing. See, y'all forgot. See, back in the day, it was called Passant Blanc for white passing. Now in 2024, we got black passing. I'm sorry, Negro passing is what it is, and it's a whole lot of them out there. And if it was a snake, it'd bit you, nigga. You see what I'm saying? If they were snakes, it would have bit us. But we got to keep our head on a swivel, okay? Now, speaking of passing, Judge Joe Brown said that her pa ain't no damn black. He ain't got no black nowhere in him. He said a whole bunch on this podcast, but this one stuck out to me. I told y'all know who when I used to do the deep dives, and I'm gonna get back into them. Remember, I showed y'all I did a deep dive, and I was showing you guys. I don't know y'all probably don't know this, but we were doing it on Berry Gordy. Did you guys know that Berry Gordy is related to, was it Jimmy Carter, y'all? One of the presidents. Berry Gordy, the reason he got who he got, because he's a descendant of one of the old presidents. And not only that, when we did Berry Gordy's tree, that nigga related to everybody in the industry. Everybody in the industry is related. Everybody in the industry is related. It's just like the president. That's another thing Judge Joe Brown came out with. All of them is related. All of them, even Obama, they all related. All of them have blood relation. It's blood in, blood out. Negroes don't get it though. It's blood in, blood out. But this the one who tickled me though. Did y'all know Jussie Smollett, the one who faked that he had a new room? Wait, before I get into this clip, y'all remember when Jussie Smollett had came out and the police was there and he still had the noose around his neck? And he had said that some people jumped him with MAGA hats and they were saying Trump 20. They say vote for Trump and they hit him upside the head with a bottle of bleach. Remember that? Remember he said that? He said they jumped out the truck with overalls on in the middle of Chicago, girl, 3 a.m. Listen, I used to live in Chicago, bitch. It's cold during the day. Now listen, this is Jussie Smollett story, girl. He said he was walking to go to Subway. And these clears jumped out the truck with overalls. He said they had 2 in the front, 1 in the bike. The one standing out on the bike with the gunshot. I mean, with the shotgun. He said, and they jumped out and they said, "Come here, aren't you that nigger from Empire?" And he was like, "What?" And then they jumped off the back of the truck, took a bottle of bleach, hit him over the top of the head with the bottle of bleach. Remember they said that? And then he said that after they hit him on top of the head with a bottle of bleach, they took a noose. This is what he said. They took a noose. They took the noose, put the noose around his neck and said, "We gonna have us a good hanging there, boy." And then they was like, "Oh, yippee." And there was one in the back, "Yippee, yippee." And he was just like, he was scared for his life. And then the police came and he still had the noose around his bitch. When I tell you, soon as that footage dropped, and that nigga was talking to the detective with the noose around his neck, I said, he a lie and the truth ain't in him. I said, ain't no. This nigga must have been auditioning for a new role. That nigga came up talking about with the noose around his neck, and all they hit him with was a bottle of bleach. I got cussed over. That's a black man. That's a black. I said, girl, I'm a nigga. That nigga lying. That nigga lying. I knew. I'm talking about from day one. Girl, the people on Facebook was dogging me, girl, calling me all type of girl. You know, I be anti-woman, anti-black, anti-this, anti-that. Girl, I was I said that nigga lying and the truth ain't in him. That's not true. That's not. I'm like, girl, please. The nigga standing there with the doggone leash, the noose still on his neck. Now, come on now. The first thing you gonna do if you get away is take that shit off your neck. But not Jussie. Jussie walked all the way home with the noose on the neck, girl. You can't make no sense. But anyway, speaking of, did y'all know that he's kin to Kamala? Did y'all know that? All in the family. It's not just a show, it's real life. Let's get into Judge Joe Brown talking about how he's kin to Kamala, girl.
It's not a black name. It's a Hindu name. And you've got her, she's isolated because who are her relatives? You know, one of her relatives by marriage, his name is Joce Smollett. The one that got caught up with that fraud thing, he's her nephew by marriage. Okay? You get this little picture of family connection and the noose around the neck. And by the way, I interviewed several Chicago detectives and police on that, and I happen to know one that's a cop. He's back in the DMV area now. And Joce and the bunch had been planning this for months, and they used to discuss it at this particular athletic club, and everybody knew it. And they got pictures of Joce Smollett buying this noose during Halloween season at a costume shop. They've got it on video, and on security cameras, you can see him putting the noose around his own neck. And he had met with Kamala just before that, and she and Cory Booker, this is the same day when he flew into Chicago, they had been working on something that Conyers came up with in 1997 that is now modified and introduced as the Emmett Till anti-lynch bill.
Wow.
Remember the neck and the whole thing? They went off and then they had to withdraw it because of the fraud that came out.
Wow.
Well, see, this is something they're trying to do, and maybe this will give you an idea of how they're sneaking around here. The Emmett Till anti-lynch bill has nothing to do with black people.
No bill they put up has anything to do with black people.
No.
Or just the headline. But then when you read it.
The headline does.
Yeah.
But what it does is it puts into the American federal criminal laws for the first time sexual orientation as a victim category for criminal offenses. Now, when you think of a lynching, you think of a mob killing somebody, right? Well, the Emmett Till anti-lynch bill, one, doesn't require a mob. It can be one person. It doesn't even require a homicide. You can kidnap somebody or beat somebody. And how does that play out? What happens, let's say you have a guy who's broken up with his girlfriend or his wife, and he's feeling down, and some of his friends say, hey, man, let's go to the club. So he goes to the club with his homeboys, and he's dancing with this PYT, pretty young thing, in a tight, short dress, big boobs, hoop earrings, braids, you know, down her back, and they're having a good time exchanging spit over in the shadows and drinking wine. And then he looks down. Man, you got a heart? What are you? You got a heart on. And he busts him in the mouth. Now that's federal lynching.
Wow.
So what they did with it, you see this bait and switch. Also, look at the Black Caucus. They love Kamala because she's just as big a fake as they are. If you examine the voting records for the Black Caucus, you will find something very interesting.
Is it really the Rainbow Coalition?
Yeah, because they're a member of the Liberty Caucus, which is the LGBTQIA plus caucus in Congress. I think all but 4 or 5 of them. And they do more work for the Liberty Caucus than they do for the Black Caucus. Now, we have in Memphis, for the 9th District of Tennessee, we have Steve Cohen. He's white, he's Jewish, he's gay, and guess what? He is chairman of the Black Caucus's Reparations Committee. So he's also holds that same position for the Liberty Caucus. So what is this? When you look at 5 years ago, they had that circus for 2 weeks about whether to have a formal committee set up to study reparations, and then 2 weeks later, on the first voice vote, no debate, they passed what's known as, quote, the Gay Reparations Act.
Okay, so this is what we're doing is we're using black people as a smokescreen.
Yeah,
to allow,
and that's what they're doing with Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
You take a significant voting group that has emotive needs and cravings to belong, and here you give them an opportunity to identify with somebody who has absolutely no connections with them. Even if it was black, she's not somebody who has a prior generation in America. She is the immigrant herself because her parents were not immigrants. She is the immigrant. And by a technical call, she's qualified to run for president. See, the Constitution defines citizenship in 2 places. 1, how to be a citizen, and 2, qualifications for being president or vice president. So technically, you can be a citizen, but you can't be president, like, say, Cruz down in Texas. He ran, but nobody brought it up. He was born in Canada, so he was not born on American soil. But see, Kamala was born in the same hospital my ex-wife was born in.
Did not tell y'all the game was rigged. He went from telling y'all how Jussie Smollett is not only related to Kamala by marriage on the clear side, not the Negro side, the clear side. Remember, Jussie Smollett and Journey Smollett are half and halves. I hope y'all remember that. So they related on the clear side, and how he was actually working with Kamala. This is before all of this. Look, broke it all the way down to basically what I've been saying all this time. The game is rigged. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. When people ask me why I don't vote, because I look at things, the black caucus ain't even, it's just black people, but most of them ain't even Negroes. But the game is so rigged, girl. It's just all, it was all a lie. Let's get the survival up here.
It's survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Facts. The game is, I told you, when I look at politics, it's like looking at my people trying to get out of a maze that everybody else know there's no exit to. I'm telling you, it's all rigged. These people not related for no reason. It's the same thing in the music industry. It's the same thing in the entertainment industry. These people have worked overtime. This web of how this stuff is made and created, girl, you would be hard. You couldn't even, I don't even know if you could really connect all the dots. I don't even know if you could, and that's another thing, Aries. The Smollett children are half Juice. Of course. Orange juice down to the ground, girl. Down to the ground. Okay? So we sitting here laughing back at the crib, thinking Jussie Smollett just being stupid, but it was all political. It was literally all political. Let me tell y'all something, bro. Let me tell y'all something, because I need y'all to really understand what I'm trying to say here. Y'all got to go watch that interview. First of all, go watch that interview. If you have not watched it, go watch it. That man is a wealth of knowledge. Judge Joe Brown is a wealth of knowledge. Okay. Now, I'm not being 100% backing by Joe, but Joe, when it comes to this politics and stuff, he be talking this thing. You know what I'm saying? He do his thing. So with that being said, it's all connected. And we be sitting back laughing, myself included, because when the Jussie Smollett thing happened, I'm like, man, this nigga here. You know what I'm saying? Laughing and joking, but it's something way deeper behind it. Not only that, look at the reparations thing. Now, Kamala around here saying she's going to look at reparations. Before she said, I'm not doing anything that's only going to benefit black people. No, let's be clear. Remember she said that? Now she want to look at it. Remember I told y'all, listen, the game is rigged. The black caucus, I said it the day it happened. Them niggas caused the confusion between each other to make it seem like, oh, it wasn't me, it was you. It wasn't you, it was me. They never planned on giving them people out in California no reparations. They never planned on that. Never, not from day one. And these people who are black looking, who cosplay black Americans, are the ones who representing for you. And that's another thing he said. You need to look at some of the laws and some of the things that the black caucus is passing. You'd be surprised. We always going after the doggone president, right? Every 4 years, it's the president. But then when 4 years pass and nothing happened, well, he couldn't do it because of the Congress. And then we go back and forth, wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Well, Obama could have did something for us, but he couldn't because Congress was mostly Democrat. Or he could have did, this one could have did something for us, but they couldn't because this one was mostly Republican. So then when are we going to stop spinning around our heads in circles and saying, let's start focus on Congress then? If the president ain't got as much power as we think we is, why are we not focusing on Congress? It's a game. The game is rigged. The game is rigged. From the top to the bottom. From the top to the bottom. It's so many webs, I swear you wouldn't be able to, you would, even the strongest person wouldn't be able to think their way out of all of the webs. I'm telling you, listen, hear me out. That interview, I always, everywhere Joe Brown go, I go over there and listen to that man. Because that man, first of all, y'all need to start listening to y'all elders too. Even the ones you don't deem to be intelligent. Start listening to them people, because these people are literally the wealth of knowledge that you need. But look, pay attention. They rigged the game and put a false sense of democracy in front of you, not letting you know, or not telling you, or not showing you that you really don't run shit. You really don't control nothing. None of us controls anything. Whatever them people want, they gonna get. Okay? That's just how it works. And we, with the false sense of democracy and the false sense of having some sort of control, we literally have no control. We literally have no control. Judge Joe Brown will sit down there and talk about all types of stuff. Don't get me wrong. He rubbing shoulders in these corners. He know these people. He know these people. But the thing is, it's just like we don't catch it because we down at the bottom fighting for peanuts. The game is rigged, bro. That shit is so rigged. In all of this industry is all rigged, and it's all together. Ain't no separation of church and state. Ain't no separation of none of that. It's all together. All them people related, and if they're not related, they're related to somebody who related to them. Because I would have never put Jussie Smollett with doggone Kamala. I would have never put Barack Obama with George Bush. Think about it. I would have never in a million years put Barry Gordy, the so-called black first Diddy. Let's talk about it, with the president Jimmy Carter. I never would have put those two together. Never, 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 never. I never would have lined Barry Gordy up with the goddamn president Jimmy Carter. Now, when I be saying this, people be saying I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm here for it, but the game is rigged. The game is rigged, bro. It's not what you think it is. The game is rigged. And it's blood in, blood out. Man, look, watch out. We need to stop going looking at the Black Caucus to do anything. They ain't never did nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. We need to stop. Yeah, the first Diddy T. Haynes. Yes, indeed. Y'all ain't heard them stories about Barry? Girl, please. He was the first Negro Diddy. Yes. Barry Gordy? Girl, where have you? Girl, welcome to the party, T. Haynes. You're late. Girl, yes. Girl, listen. The game is rigged, bro. Rigged real bad. Real bad. Dr. Thomas, thank you for the super chat. Child, that tells me that some of these sorority members are really brainwashed and under witchcraft spells. Listen, the sorority, shout out to our family. We all got family who in sororities and fraternities and things of that nature. Shout out to them. Them people is jacked up. Them people, the D9 people, they so heavily indoctrinated. Them people done rituals. You not about to, until they ready to come out of that spell, you not about to get them people to, you know what I mean? Them people done perform, a lot of them, if not all of them, but a lot of them have performed blood rituals. Them people not, man, look, watch out. Them people not coming up out of that for you, for me, for nobody. It's another secret society. We all got family that's D9. We love them down to the ground, but I'm telling you now, they be doing some. That's why they'll never tell you what they have to do to get in it. They ain't no different from the Illuminati. Same shit, different toilet. Literally. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, my love. Hold on. The Don, thank you for the super chat. But she married to a Juice, and you have to convert. Yes, Kamala is married to a Juice. Yes, she is. But ultimately, listen, all religions are fake. Let me say it for the people in the bike. All religions are fake. I know we practice it. I know people on the ground really all religions are fake. All of them. I don't care which one. All of them are fake. Fake. So yeah, she gonna convert for us. But behind the scenes, them people know what the hell going on. Them people, girl. Thank you for the super chat, the dime. Thank you, Mama Chief Pound Houghton, for the super chat. What's up, boo? Great continuation, boo. Can I do a review of this? Absolutely, ma'am. Review on down. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Of course you can, Puddin'. Of course. Listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Thank you for the super chat, Mama Chief. Look, let me tell y'all something, bro. And I'm about to get off of here. Let me tell y'all something. I need y'all to open y'all eyes. They ain't supposed to just be Hazel. You know what I mean? Put your thinking caps on and your listening caps on and start paying attention to what's going on. Okay? Please start paying attention to what's going on, because them people done played in your face the whole time. You know, go check out that interview with Scamala, not Scamala, with Candace and Judge Joe Brown. I think it's like an hour or so, but it's so good. You're gonna learn a lot. Yeah. Hell no, Trey. Trey said, I wonder where Trump really is in all of this. Is he really against this agenda? No. Listen, okay. Some of it, yes. But Trump has his own agendas too, and he related to him too. Let's talk about it. Trump is the lesser of two evils right now. That's about it. That's where it starts and that's where it stops. Trump is the lesser of two evils. That's it. And I'm using the Democratic talking points. That's what they go. Well, we gotta vote for voodoo. We gotta vote for the Democrats because they're the lesser of two evils. Well, I'm using the same logic. Right now, Trump is the lesser of two evils. There you go. There you go, Neil. Neil got it. Y'all read it. I ain't gonna repeat it. Come on, man. Listen, y'all, again, I keep telling y'all got to be strong, Negroes. I need all my Negroes to be strong. It's all a lie, girl.
Survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, Neil, you on it. You got it, Neil. I ain't like I said, I ain't even gonna read it. Neil on it. Man, look. Hey, watch out. Let me get off of here, man. I'm just saying. Like, y'all go check out the interview. It's a great interview. Y'all go check it out. He kind of goes off subject a bit, talking about some other stuff, but it's still good information. Y'all go check that out, man. I love y'all down to the ground. Shout out everybody in the building. Please, can y'all hit the like button? That's a free way to support the channel, girl. It's free. Y'all hit the like button. I love y'all if y'all do that. Also, I'm about to Joce y'all up out of here. Shout out to everybody who gave me Cash App, Super Chats. I love each and every one of y'all in the building who even listening. I appreciate you. And I'm about to get off of here. And I see y'all at the dollhouse for 5 o'clock. We're going to Joce around there. Be on the lookout for my Sapelo Island doc that I'm gonna do. I'll put that out here, if not today, tomorrow for sure, because I'm still doing research. And then I'll see y'all later, man. Love y'all down to the ground. Bye.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here. Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.